Check your card and everything else. They out there. But they out there. On the streets. Doing it. Telling you. Night. Y'all gonna see. They did. Cause I'm gonna tell you what they did. Hell yeah. I was the one out there. Shit, I tried to push a button, y'all. they done already done came through there. 7, 8, 6, 7 o'clock this morning. Boy, I'm trying to tell y'all. Boy, y'all better pay attention to what's going on. Larry James, what's going on, man? I'll see you. Yeah, man. They out there hitting the stains, y'all. So is. It's a team of them. Must be a group of them, y'all, because they didn't did this they did this a couple times now. You know, I just sit back and do the arithmetic. They've been doing this all year round. But that's all right. Cause my bank, I got a good bank. Yeah, I got a bank out there that recognize the type of moves I make. They said, nah, this ain't nothing. He don't even do stuff like this. And it's coming in up underneath something. They coming up under the radar too. Shit, boy. My bank put a stop to it. Before they can even get there, yeah, before they can even try to get big, try to hit me for $105 again, y'all. Somebody, you know what? That's somebody out there in Arizona trying to pay their storage room, y'all, with my money. Well, that's crazy. I don't know what make them think they can, what make them, go after my account. I don't know what make them think. And I ain't even got that much money on my account. I ain't got the type of money. Well, I ain't got the type of money to let them go out there. They trying to hit them licks. Well, they out there hitting stains, y'all. Y'all better check y'all stuff, because they doing it. They trying to bring the New Year's in, too, with it, y'all. You got to be careful. When you out there on the streets, yeah. Because they out there. See, that's one thing I ain't out here doing, y'all. They can say I'm out here doing all kind of shit. they say, well, he working with this, he working with all kind of shit. Yeah, I mean, I might be working with whatever I'm working with, but whatever I'm working with, I'm trying to defeat the enemy. You hear me? Yeah. I'm trying to defeat the enemy from hitting me upside my head. yeah. I ain't gotta take no hits. I'm trying not to get hit. You hear me? So I'm working with some power to defeat the enemy from trying to take me out the game. Yeah. But it ain't nothing. I'm just still here. Hell, it's almost New Year. What is it, 6 o'clock? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it'll be a long time before we get New Year. But I just came to let y'all know that they out there on them streets, y'all. And they doing it. Crenshaw, what's going on, man? I see you. Hell yeah. I was just sitting up here doing the arithmetic. And I was sitting up there and I was thinking. I said, man, you know what? I done been hit upside the head and everything out here. That's what I was doing. I was trying to get me some drinks, right? And I ain't talking about no drinks, like no liquor or nothing. I was trying to get me some soft drinks. I done ran out of drinks and all that shit. I tried to get me some, some cold Arizonas and shit like that. Then I had a taste for one of them pineapple Fantas. Hell yeah. And then, I didn't feel like doing no ripping and running and stuff like that. I said, I'm gonna give me a couple beverages. Get me a couple ice cold beverages. And and shit like that. And I was on my way. I was on my way to try to go over there to that damn casino, right? Because it's a bingo hall. They got a bingo hall over there, y'all. And they got it going on tonight over there. And they winning money up and through there. So my folks went in there last night, and she hit them for $1,250, then at $1,300. So she was telling me today, oh, come on, this a big thing today. They're gonna be all down through there. I said, yeah. I gotta I got to put these clothes in this dryer and shit. I didn't even really want to go, really. She talking about, yeah, well, you can ride with them and you don't come back. I'm gonna rush and get you. I said, no, hell no. I wasn't feeling it. I really wasn't feeling it, y'all. But when y'all out there, get y'all some of that Vita Loca. Get y'all some of that coconut water off up in through y'all. Because it's good for you. Hell yeah, it's good for you. Good for your health. You hear me? Yeah, when you're out there in the streets. So I was gonna go, but then something told me, hell no, you don't go there. Mm. Woo. Boy, that pineapple, that pineapple Fanta ain't no joke. I'm gonna mix a little bit with this coconut water to give it a taste. Give it a little island taste. You hear me? Hell yeah, I feel like I want to be on the island today. Shit, I don't want to be around them. So yeah, so they out there, y'all. So I was gonna go over there to the thing and go over there and try to see what's going on. I said, well, how much is it to get in the damn thing? The pay-in, the buyout, and all that type of shit. Well, it's gonna be, I think they want 100 and something. I said, shit, 100 and something. I said, man, 100 and something. You gotta sit up in there all night and listen to all you. Gotta look at all you, these different spirits and all that type of shit. You got us boxed in and shit. I'd rather go hit the flow and put some money in the damn things and move around and try to get me some money. Last time I went to the damn bingo hall, I didn't get a damn thing. I spent about 50, 60, about $70, $80. Cause I was buying extra little shit, buying sodas and all this shit. So nah, hell no. So when she came back, oh, you gonna go? I said, nah, I ain't doing that. I said, some shit ain't even clothes, ain't even ready yet. I ain't even got dressed. I ain't took a shower or nothing. But I said, nah, I said, I'm gonna go next time. I'm gonna go up in there. I'm gonna have some paper when I go up in there. But I step off them over about 10,000. You hear me? Hell yeah, step up in there about 10,000. And don't win under there. Hit the floor. And then if they don't, you hear me? And shit, man, I'll post up. Yeah, I'm the type of guy, when I go to places and shit like that, I got to be, I'm shit, man. I'm certified. I'll sit down around places like that. Yeah, 2, 3 days. I'm a casino and a resort type of guy. Hell yeah, I do shit. I'm the type of guy, I like to be, I like shit. I like to be ready to do some shit. Whew. Boy, that coconut water, good, boy. I mean, it is too. It's good too. Especially it's mixed in with that. I got it mixed in with that pineapple too. Shit, boy, that's on time there. Hell yeah. Plus my nerves is bad. Man, I got bad nerves like a motherfucker. I didn't feel like doing shit. And then I would have took my ass up there. This the cold part. This the killer part. This would have really threw me off my whole shit, right? I would have got up there, and then I would have sat up there and tried to do my little transaction. Work my card and all that shit. My card is hard. I would have hit that motherfucker. Them people would have told me, man, get your goddamn ass. That card don't work. Boy, that card blocked. Hell yeah, boy. They say call your bank. Hell yeah, you can't make nothing. Then I'd have been sitting up there at the casino trying to talk to the damn bank. See? So I had to sit up here and call the damn bank, and I had to get a virtual card. You hear me? With a different route and an account number on that card. That ain't the same number. So if you niggas out there trying to, push that button on my shit, boy, I'm trying to tell you, hell nah. I got a private card. Private numbers. Hell yeah. Move a little bit of money around. I ain't moving that much money. But I gotta keep my eyes on these niggas, y'all. Hell yeah. So I was just sitting up here before I got the shower. I said, man, this shit. And I sit up there and I did the arithmetic. I said, man, I done took some hits this year. I made it upside the head, boy. I ain't lying, boy. The nigga take as many hits as me. Yeah, he might as well be a boxer. Boy, I done took more hits than Muhammad Ali out here on these streets, y'all. I ain't lying to you niggas, man. Especially when, chicken shit, nigga, punk asshole. Real. Just with the bullshit. Yeah, I took a lot of hits with the bullshit, but I'm still in the game, though. I'm still, yeah. And I know they gonna keep trying to steal. I know they gonna keep coming. And I know they gonna keep on trying to do it. But this shit gotta come to a stop. I done took 3 hits on this motherfucking YouTube this year. 2025, y'all done been banned. Not banned, demonetized. With the money. Yeah, they ain't never demonetized you with no paper up there. That's one thing I can say about these heathens. Every time I got hit, they hit me upside the head for some cabbage. Yeah, I took hits, y'all. I know you think I ain't took no hit. I done took some hits, nigga. Real. Robbed. Yeah. If I ain't got robbed for my money, I got robbed for my time, resources, my energy. Something they needed from me. And they try to get it. Sometimes they get away, sometimes they don't, you know? But I done took some hits. I done took some mean hits out here on these streets. I just hope when I get some real paper, do you hear me? Hell yeah, when I get the millions and hundreds of thousands, I hope I don't take no humongous, you know, hope them up there. Pray a motherfucker don't try to kill me out here on them motherfuckers. I ain't lying, motherfucker blow at you, nigga. Oh, put that iron on your ass, shit, cause I don't think I could take too many gunshot wounds. I done took some of them. I done took all kind of shit. Out here on these streets, boy, I ain't lying to you, nigga. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. I'm telling y'all how to be aware of this type of stuff. Maybe y'all could defeat this type of stuff. I could defeat it too, but shit, some of this shit you can't defeat. Wake up in the morning, motherfucker, try to hit you in the head for $105. You sleep. They got your card. Because when you go, see, I've been noticing, I've been going to them stores, them 7-Elevens, and them liquor stores, and these convenience stores, you know, little stores, little corner stores, you know, all of those bullshit. Different stores, clothing stores, it don't matter where you at in the world, it's somebody in there working with their goddamn computer, with the magnets on them damn, they got them on them cards, y'all. Yeah, hell yeah. Yep. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start bumping my phone against that motherfucker. What's the name of that shit on that phone when you just tap that motherfucker and put your phone on deep auto pay? Google, what's the name of that motherfucker? Apple Pay. Hell yeah, boy. I'm gonna start Apple Paying their hit their ass upside the head with that Apple. Keep my cards in my pay. Yeah, keep that card in your pocket, y'all, cause that's how they doing it. They waiting for you to pull that card out. They know that card is hard. Boy, they know, hey, they know you got some paper on that damn card. Hell yeah. And they waiting on you to pull it out your pocket. Put it up there on that counter, slide it on that there so they can magnetize that motherfucker, cause they gonna copy this magnet on it. Next thing you know, they trying to pay they light bill or they rental agreements and shit. They got shit, they down in the dumps. And they coming for y'all stuff. Y'all got to be ready for that type of stuff. Rip, what's up, man? I see you. Right, be ready, yeah. What it do, real life, right, happy, successful, right. What's up, Lewis? I see you. It's time to wiggle, right. That nigga said it's time to wiggle. Hell no, niggas out there raining. See, I sat back and did the arithmetic. I knew them cops and them robbers and shit gonna be out there in the street. They thieving, y'all. They still, I don't trust nothing no more, man. My trust is done. The little trust I did have, shit. That shit, hey, I didn't threw that shit out the window, y'all. Hell yeah, that shit gone. I ain't bullshit. I ain't lying to you, nigga. That shit. You know, I work with you a little bit, but nigga, my trust is bad. I got bad trust. My luck ain't bad, nigga. I just say I don't trust motherfuckers. Because every time I look around the motherfucker, it's always some shit, you know? Yeah, I can't deal with no more. If I do, I gotta deal with them. I gotta have a close. I gotta keep my ass on them. Yeah, I can't turn my back on them motherfucker. I gotta have my back against the wall, y'all. I gotta have my back. I ain't gotta do it. I choose to be, you know. I choose to do it, shit. That's what I choose to do. But anyway, I got me a little bit something to snack on. I put half a pack of mussels in there, put a whole crab off up in there. It's in there right now. It's boiling. Put a little garlic, a little bit of garlic salt, garlic powder in there. A little bit of salt. I wish I had some sea salt, some of that pink Himalayan salt and shit, something like that. A little shit, you know. I ain't got no lemons. That's what I'm missing. But I got an orange. I got some blood oranges. They red to the mother, red like cherries in the inside of them. I might eat that blood orange and sit up there and eat that crab and eat me a couple mussels, man, to sit up there and but I'm gonna have to go to my other channel and do that, or I just might do a video on there and do that. But and you know, I might come back on this motherfucker, you know, but man, shit, I tell you, boy, people ain't nothing. I ain't lying to y'all. So if y'all out there, y'all be careful what y'all out there doing. You get smart on them, y'all. Get smart, cause they out there on them streets. Did you all kind of way, right? Yeah, man. They try to, you know, they try to do it, but it's good because it shows me they gonna try it. Don't give them no leeway. Don't give them no outweigh. You know, and on this motherfucker here, They only did that because I had some shorts up there, but I was doing them. I wasn't really doing the shorts like I was supposed to have been doing them. I was doing them, and then I was on there, but I wasn't really, what I'm saying, put my narrative in it. I got a lot of narrations to this game. I don't even know why. I would get over there and get quiet and let them do the. So it's like you just put they shit up there. But I did hit them back upside the head. I counterattack. See, every time I get hit, I get right back and I hit back. I hit hard too, so boy, I'm trying to tell you, that little change they took today, now I get that shit right back like this. Yeah, when I get back on this internet, talking money, and when I get over there, I ain't even really finna even be working over there too much. I'm just gonna be working on the program, seeing what it do, you know what I'm saying? And if I do put some shorts up there, I'm already in a short algorithm, so I can put my game down and let my game run and just let the trap jump what it do. Cause you can't hit me for nothing. That's one thing they can't do. You could try to use it, something I do as a tool, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, you can't. What you gonna do? So I can't give them no leeway. Can't get no thieving motherfucker, no crook. Hell no. Jack boys, Jack artists. There's people out there, man. They looking to get you. Hell yeah. If they ain't gonna get you, they gonna lie to you. If they can't lie to you, they gonna plot on you. If they can't plot on you, they gonna do them bullshit you. If they can't bullshit you, then they ain't gonna be able to work with you. They gonna find somebody, they got to find somebody else. A host, Motherfuckers like parasites, man. Fleas and ticks. Hell yeah. I'll suck your ass. Boy, suck your ass bone dry out here on these, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Boy, you be out here looking all kind of ways out here on these streets. Yeah. They trying to do me on storage. Big old guy, what's going on, man? Stay off my trail, please. Right. Yeah, that's real. They gotta get off my trail because I ain't the one. This year, I can't handle it. Hey, Vince, man, what's going on, bro? I see you. Hell yeah, happy New Year's and holidays to all you niggas, but I ain't the one this year. 2026? Boy, I ain't got no play in it. I ain't taking no shows from Wood Nichols. None of that. I don't even believe. Hell no, I don't believe shit. I believe only that shit. I believe half of what I see and none of what I hear. I don't even believe all the shit I see. I believe some of that shit. That's make-believe shit. I believe half of that shit. I don't believe none of that shit they talking about. Hell no. Motherfucker gonna come talking. I don't believe motherfucker running their mouth. I get mad. Hell yeah. Just talking, saying some shit. Well, I was because when it was, I was because when they was the shut your motherfucker, shut your motherfucker. Because that made me mad right there. I know you lying. Lying like a motherfucker. Trying to make up some shit so you could string me along a little bit more so you could tell some more lies. Because I know after you get through lying, you're going to try to do something. Like you try to threaten me with the niggas. I knew you was doing it. That's why I got to get rid of you, motherfuckers. Hell yeah, I got to let you go. Can't have you. Hell nah. Because I know I know where to go. I know where we're going to go to. I know exactly how it's going to end. And I ain't going to be the one you think going to be the one messed up. I know you think, he just going to be having some sips and y'all going to be able to do it to him. No, he ain't. He going to play like he has some sips. Motherfucker, I put some iced tea in a Remy bottle and sit up there. Boy, I start doing all kinds of, boy, be thinking I be really gone. Shit, I was sipping iced tea on you niggas with that fire on me. Land for one of you niggas. Boy, like up there, stagger a little bit too. Boy, you gotta do is fake stagger. Hell yeah, hit them with the stagger and hit them with put some glasses on so they can't really see. Hell yeah, and you start hitting them. Motherfucker think you gone. Yo, geez, he think he up there right now. Yeah, he gotta be up there. Get to talking louder and shit. All you gotta do is raise your voice a little bit, get to doing shit. And then that's the trap. It's called a booby trap. That's how you trap a motherfucker before, cause they are already trying to trap you. They trying to get on you. They trying to get close to you. So you trying to get on your ass. So you got to, I hate to set you niggas up like that, but I would. And before I get one of you niggas, I'll get you niggas far away. And I will never come around you niggas. Hell no. Cause I'm vicious. Well, I'm as vicious as a goddamn a pit viper. I'm trying to tell you. I do your ass all kind of ways out there on them streets. Boy, you thinking you finna get one up on me, nigga? I didn't already made preparations to prepare myself against you niggas. I ain't got to keep coming around you niggas and going up again. I ain't got to keep sitting and letting you niggas get around me and get close to the motherfucker. Cause I know you a snake. It's either I know you're gonna try to get me, so I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to tap that ass, but I'll stay out of the way. But I know you ain't nothing but a vicious motherfucker. You dangerous, and I know you're wicked, and I know if you get out there in the streets far enough, if I've been there, out there, some niggas they gonna tap that ass. I just gotta get out your way so you can go and get out there, so they can go and get on your ass. Cause see me, I protect dope houses, trap spots, and bullshit places with bullshit niggas and bitches. Always did. Nigga, I hold the trap down for 4 years straight, nigga, with a Glock 17, nigga. I ain't had to bust one round. I ain't even had to draw down on the nigga's ass. Lay a nigga ass down. I put hands on the motherfucker, me. But you know, when you in the trap, no folks come with that gunplay, you hear me? But I kept a tight program to let a nigga know, I ain't your friend, nigga. And we ain't friendly in this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck the bitch. You thought she was friendly. She played friendly with you niggas. She like friends. But she don't know them niggas borrow shit, credit, run it up, tell, snitches, fake bitches running back to the shit, trapping, lying, building up shit, not paying, eliminators trying to do shit with the nigga, finessing, jugging, bullshitting, stealing shit, boosting. You know, trying to smoke dope in the garage and just lingering the spirits. Monitoring. Bitch, you can't tell. Cause see, I work too. Yeah, I was a working motherfucker. See, I knew how to balance the game. You hear me? Yeah, I had to balance it, y'all. Shit. I couldn't just sit around there and act like I was in that motherfucker, you hear me? And I don't really do no dope and shit like that. I ain't really fucking no strong dope. Hell no. Yeah, I get me some of that motherfucker. Nigga, I be on them jiggers. Yeah, I be on them jiggers late night, nigga, in traffic. Nigga, give me some bands. You hear me? But then when I, hold the trap down, but I was stayed in the trap to elevate the trap. I kept the trap normal. So you will see some money run around that motherfucker, money moving. Niggas. Get that shit, get your bitch ass. You ain't gotta run in and out, sit your ass down for a minute. Talk. yeah, talk stupid to the motherfucker. Talk dumb. Minute, get your ass on. But all that extra shit, niggas, dope fiend hoes and all that shit, nah, bitch. You can't be around up in here, cause we don't run that type of program. And up all night, motherfuckers clicking lights and in and out and moving and motherfuckers hollering and shit. Hell nah. We ran that tight program. And the boys know about me. The boys know I'm old school, throwback dope game. I'm street bound. Yeah, I was never house bound. Although I was in the house bound, we trapping out of dope fiend spots. We'd leave that house and run it up out of there, serve motherfuckers, shoot dice. And the next night, we might be down the street in that house, trapped in a corridor in a tenement unit to where you couldn't tell, like, you know what I'm saying? We was moving, nigga. We was like, nigga, we was street nigga, tunnel rats, nigga. Street lowers. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, when we out there on them street, well, I ain't lying to you niggas. What's up, bro? How you doing this evening? Happy New Year, man. Yeah, Happy New Year, man. I'll see you. What's up, Ralph? I ain't seen you in a minute. Yeah, we ain't doing that. We just sitting up here talking about this and that. Different type of situations and all that old type of shit. But yeah, nigga, I was the type of motherfucker that I hold traps down. You hear me? And I know the game. I know the game like the back of my goddamn hand. Now, before I came in the picture, the trap was getting whammed. You hear me? Yeah, it was raiding that bitch left and right. Motherfucker got raided 3-4 times before motherfucker even got up out of there and went to a new trap. Well, a new house, because we didn't consider that the trap. Bitch, you gonna roll this dope. But what puzzled me was that the motherfucking rollers would never wham that motherfucker. Now, I was prepared for him to wham it. I was prepared for him to hit it. Because I'm always prepared. Because I didn't been in traps. Matter of fact, I caught my motherfucking first case that I ever caught my whole entire life. And I was in a motherfucking dope hole in Southgate, Michigan. I'm from the dirty. Southgate about 45 minutes away over the bridge. I used to work around there, me and my mama and them, at the Ford plant and shit. I'm an honest person. I be fucking with these knucklehead niggas and bitches they be out of bounds. You know what I mean? So, and we got caught up in that goddamn hotel, that little hole in the wall ass hotel motel down there in that little janky ass city, and they ran up in that motherfucker. But the white girl, she knew that they was on their way up in there. You see what I'm saying? And she tried to warn us. She told us, she said, hey, it's about that time. And that stringy head, oily head bitch was laying on that couch. And she done ran out of dope and all of those shit. And they scraping pipes and all of those type of shit, y'all, out there on the street. And motherfucker like me, I'm sitting up there, you know, motherfucker like me, and I'm sitting up there, and I sat up there, and I'm sitting up there listening to her, and she sat up there, and she said, yeah, they finna come up in through there. They finna hit that moment. They finna hit this moment. And I said, man, damn. So, my nigga, see, we had a spot, we had a hotel up there in the clean part of the town, in the good area. Nice restaurant up over there. Had a Shoney's or something like that up around there. All you can eat, kind of like the Golden Corral or some shit like that. We go over there, motherfucker, eat good dinner. And man, we was having fun. And you know, Uncle's down there with them damn people, man, down in that damn trap. And Unc down there, and Unc was smoking, but Uncle's running back the trap. So you know, folks put the faith and trust in Unc. You know, Unc wasn't trying to rob niggas. I mean, Unc get a little bit too high. You know, Unc might get a little bit too high. He might get short. You know, Unc might get short a couple dollars. So, my boy got tired of him being short. He kept running the trap back short. My boy said, I know the trap doing numbers. I tell you what we do. We gonna go down there and we gonna, you know, kind of monitor what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Dictate and all that type of shit. We gonna go down there. You know, check on the niggas. Make sure that, see what the trap really gonna do. See if we could try to do something different, you know, as far as seeing if the money could come back right the way it was and all that other type of shit. And we get down to the dope thing, motherfucker. They wasn't doing nothing but smoking. Unc having fun like bum. Unc out there with all the white girls. So man, the lady man said, you know, that they gonna run down through here, you know, and show shit, man. Them people came and me and my boy was in there when they knocked on the door. You know, two white boys knocked on the door, blue jeans and shit, t-shirt, and he asked, what that nigga asked? He asked some stupid question like, can I buy can I get a 20 or, yeah, he said some old dumb shit like, you know, to where you would know like, nah, this wasn't really no smoker for real. But then they had on a white t-shirt, but the t-shirt was too damn white for me. But I didn't really trust that shit, no way. I was on a regular day, cause we don't serve, we from the dirty, so everything come through that motherfucker. It was, you know what I'm saying? If it was a white motherfucker out there, they look black. Hell yeah, they had a whole bunch of dirt on their face. It wasn't no clean cut, nothing. We was really from that shit for real, so. But these two motherfuckers was too clean, they was too cool. And you know the motherfucker, he had the nerve. He had a gold chain on, and on his charm, on his gold chain, it was a pair of handcuffs. Now me being an observant nigga, I've always been since I was a child, I noticed that chain and that charm on his necklace, but it didn't dawn on me that he was the rollers just off them handcuffs on his gold chain. And for one, ain't no dope fiend wearing no gold. Not buying no 20, not at no do dirt, not at no do drop, not at no hole in no, hell nah. And nigga, out of all the gold charms you can get, you get a pair of handcuffs. I mean, unless your daddy died and he was a cop or something, or like he was, but nigga, like even then, nah. And then like you smoking, but you got on, you know what I'm saying? So I noticed the handcuffs, but it was moving so fast, shit was moving. But my boy was like, nigga, nah, you gotta get on, you gotta get up out of here, man. We ain't got no ain't nothing happening, you know what I'm saying? So they got up out of there. And then he said, yeah, that was different. I said, yeah, that's some janky shit. I said, hey man, let's get up out of here, bro. I said, nah, I ain't got time for this. I ain't gonna sit up in this motherfucker. Shit, trap shit. Hell no, motel shit. This motherfucker bitch hurt nigga up in this motherfucker. We gotta wiggle, man. Okay, well, I'm gonna go find See, that was the number one rule mistake. That was the number one mistake there. Go find But got some work on him. And we can't leave down there with that little bit of work. But busting moves. He running around corners. He hide. He standing around there. He going to different trap shit. He know all the little shit in the city, so he moving around that place. So he got to go find to try to get the little... probably had like a half ounce on him. By the time he caught up with he probably had a little bit over a quarter. So I said, all right, go find this stupid nigga, man. And hurry up and find him too, because I'm ready to tear about this bitch. Now, I ain't got no car. And if I did, I would have drove. I would have started that motherfucker up and drove. But little did I know, we was being tracked. Motherfuckers were watching us, but they say they were watching us coming back and forth from the city, coming over the bridge. Over time, we know that, y'all was driving and, all this whole bullshit and all this shit. So even if I fired the car up thinking it was they had the whole, this shit, they watching that motherfucker with binoculars. But I had just came to the city, so you ain't seen me going back. That was my first time riding over there with the nigga, because the nigga, he was over there by himself doing the dumb shit, him and the nigga. So I had just happened to just go with the niggas because I had, got into it with my people. And I was like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't finna sit around here listening to this nigga. I don't even know this nigga sitting around talking and shit. So I just so happened to say, fuck, I'll ride with you. We can go over there and trap it up. Because we known in the city with running, we did live in the trap house, man, So, he said he gonna go get Unc. I said, all right, shit. About 5 minutes later, I hear some tussling on the goddamn wall. It sounded like two gorillas outside that motherfucker squabbling. So, I said, oh, shit. I said, what the hell? And it was a real tussle. It was like niggas was squabbling. I'm like, damn. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, my boy getting jumped. So I'm thinking the two niggas that went back around the corner, because when they left from the window, they went around. We cracked the door open and looked at them niggas, and them niggas was moving fast around the building, and they had some black shoes on, them jeans and t-shirts. I remember they went that way, so I was thinking, well, shit, them niggas done double back and started putting hands on my... So I'm thinking nigga out there getting robbed for some work or something. So shit, my first thing was to crack the door open and, see what's cracking. Man, I cracked that motherfucking door open. And somebody was out there, OG white dude. Mean mugging, crazy motherfucker. Look like one of them white boys from the Western days. Matter of fact, I'll tell you who that nigga looked like. Remember that nigga used to come on TV? What's that nigga name? Draw That Firebird. That two-door brown Firebird used to come on TV. What's the name of that show? The Rockford Files. What's that actor name? That nigga that crazy looking nigga. Yeah, nigga looked like him with cowboy boot. He had a 4.5. And he had it, motherfucker. He upped it. So when I opened the door, he upped the 4 nickel, and then I shut that bitch. And he was like, okay, Southgate. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, okay, that's Jim. Everybody undercover, it's the whole team. It's going down in motherfuckers. He like, man, crack this motherfucker open. You don't crack it open, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get on your ass, we're gonna come through that motherfucker. I was like, okay, fuck it. So I cracked that motherfucker open. They steamrolled the motherfucker. They came in, did the shit, nigga put the boots. Boy, that nigga put his boots on my back. Boy, that nigga stood over me. Boy, that nigga put the nickel in my face. Like, nigga, I'll blow your motherfucking... He was like, who up in here? I was like, man, ain't nobody... I said, and then that nigga back there, that bitch dope fiend nigga back there and the shit. Who else is out there looking for niggas? I was, man, ain't no motherfuckers in here. They looking for dope. They looking for work. They, you know what I'm saying? They moving and groove. They finding pipe. They were looking at the couch. They finding pipe scrapers, pushers. Goddamn charbroils, choy boys, and all kind of shit. So, you know... We had to go, so they hauled us off and shit like that. So I'm outside in the car and shit. There's lights everywhere in the city. That motherfucker look like a movie outside that motherfucker. There's about 50 police out there, motherfucker. Lights flashing, motherfuckers parked everywhere. It's going down. They thinking they own something. They thinking they doing some big time major motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? But if they didn't know that, because if they knew If they would have been following like they said they was following, when they got me down there and the bitch got to talking and shit the next day and all that shit, and they tell me, oh man, we was looking at y'all. She was just throwing that shit out. She was just saying that. Cause bitch, if you was really tracking us and following us for real, you'd have knew we had the room, bitch, uptown. You hear me? And that's where all the work was. A lot of it. So, a lot of money too. So, bitch, if you would have really been on it, then you would have hit that motherfucker first. Yeah, you'd hit that motherfucker. And you'd have came up in through there and then you would have tried to see what was happening up in there. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't know shit. Y'all was watching that damn room like the ladies, they were watching that goddamn room. And they thought everything was, like some niggas would be dumb enough to come and just put the work in the room with dope fiend motherfuckers and sleep and wake up around smokers and all that. Bitch, you dumb in the mother. Bitch, you gotta be dumb as a box of rocks. But so yeah, man, I ended up shit. I was in bad shape. So I ended up at that shit. They ended up sending me because they ain't had nothing. So my boy, they throw his ass in the back seat. I'm in the back seat. And he talking about, hey man, I can't reach this. I got some shit. It's in my shorts on the side of my jeans. Grab this and that. Nigga, what the fuck? Why would I grab anything off your body? For one, I'm cuffed up. For two, I ain't really got no room in the back of this motherfucker. And for three, nigga, what I'm gonna do with the shit once I get it? Stick it in my shorts. Stick it in my shorts? Oh, hell no. Cause nigga, you rolling. I'm just along for the ride, really. I ain't even got no work. Really tell you God honest truth. I ain't had no work. I ain't sold one, I ain't bust one play in that motherfucker. I came to chill with him and assist him at what he was doing. But usually when we was in the city, when we was in the dirty, trapping and shit like that, I used to, fuck to work a little bit, go to the trap. I used to get work off and, my own shit. I used to buy my own work and, I used to work down the street at this place. At that place, we used to roll out of that motherfucker because everybody who worked in there smoked. Mm-hmm. So, I used to shit, man. I give motherfuckers credit and shit like that. Fridays, cause we didn't make them about $200 and something a week at the job. I did. I had a job. He ain't never had no job. All this nigga do is roll. You know what I'm saying? So, in the back of my mind, I always knew what shit. Plus I was living with my mom and shit, and she wanted me to work and shit. Now, yeah, I didn't mind working either. I used to like going down there and doing a little shit, chilling, hanging out with these crazy motherfuckers and shit like that. So, man, shit. We, this nigga, I said, man, I can't get that shit. So we all got to the jail and shit like that. And he's like, oh, Freddie, I flushed it. I said, okay. I said, all right. And then, man, I'm up in this motherfucker, man. And you could tell it's one of them cities. Keita G, what's going on? I see you. Happy New Year. Hell yeah. I was just thinking about you today. Shit, you gonna live a long time. Hell yeah. So I'm sitting up in this motherfucker. There's spiders moving. Man, spiders and shit coming in this motherfucker. I said, man, what the hell? Cause I ain't never been in no shit. Man, this shit crazy. Motherfucker, concrete jungle. Bars and shit, quiet. Till the motherfucker get to slamming shit, you hearing shit. I'm listening. Motherfucker, this nigga over here in this one. Hey man, oh yeah, he talking and shit. I'm like, yeah man, fuck that. They got Unc over there. They got Unc over there in a different thing. But they put the dog on Unc. They put them fucking German Shepherds on Unc. Them dogs chewed Unc ass up. Boy, they tore his drawers off out there on the side of that goddamn hotel. That was what all that noise was. They put they had the dogs, they was tussling and wrestling with them niggas, and they was together. So when they got out to come in and get me, that's when them niggas bomb rushed them niggas, and that's what I heard. So, I came out a couple times and we had to go and whatever. I seen Unc in there laid up. Unc naked. They got Unc, he wrapped up in some sheets and shit. He got bandages and shit on him. I said, damn, boy, them dogs tore his ass up. I knew, because I knew they didn't beat him up. Because my nigga told me they put the dog on him. They like, yeah, Unc right there, the canine on Unc. I said, damn, Unc was mauled. Boy, them goddamn dogs mauled Unc ass hard. Boy, they had Unc in there on the mat, laid on it there in the middle of this room. It was a bigger room, but the motherfucker wasn't they ain't had no bunk, he ain't had no bed in the motherfucker, it was empty. They put a mat in that motherfucker, put his ass and put some sheets on his ass. I said, God damn. I walked past Unc. I said, damn, boy. That was that was bad right there. So we ended up riding out. That's when the lady was talking about she seen this and she knew this and everything. You didn't know nothing. Because like I said, if you knew something, you'd have went up there and did something. You'd have tried to get something, you know? So we make it back to the motherfucker, my nigga. And next thing I know, it's late night. This nigga holler, hey, bro, I'm gone. I said, gone? I said, what the hell gone where? Oh, Mom's came up here with some money or whatever. I'm finna get up out of here. I said, oh, no, bro, that's crazy. Mom's came with some paper. And I'm left up in this mode by myself. Now, imagine if I would have grabbed the shit like he talking about grab some shit from me. You hear me? And I would have been sitting up in there with that shit. I would have had that work on me. And this now shit, they would have sent me to the penitentiary. Oh yeah, Michigan, I would have been gone. Hell yeah. They would have sent my ass right up. They would have sent me shit. I would have been up, man. I would have been gone. I know I would have been gone. I'm glad I didn't get that shit off him either. He kept his own shit and flushed his own shit and did what he did. But me, shit, I wouldn't flush shit. I would have tried to hold on to the shit. But then at that time, you know, when you're in that type of shit, you don't be really tripping. But you know, when you know what you know now, it's kind of different, you know. But this nigga left, man, and mama came and got his ass. And the police told me, yeah, man, he came up here, his mom came up here with a bunch of 5s and 10s and 20s and shit, bankroll, Mexican bankroll, you hear me? And we was gonna put the dog on it, you know, we was gonna put the dog on the money because we already knew it was dope money because the way it came in increments like that, you know what I'm saying? They could have put the dog on the money and seized it, and that nigga would have still been down. You know what I'm saying? Blue Cheese, what's going on, man? I see you. So, Happy New Year, man. I said, yeah. I said, that's crazy, man. But we ended up riding. I mean, we ended up leaving that motherfucker. We ended up leaving that Southgate joint and a little precinct shit in the city, and then they ended up taking the nigga over to Hamtramck, Michigan. Got one of them big centers up in that motherfucker, man. It's a motherfucker called Dickerson. Yeah, Dickerson. You can look that motherfucker up if you want to. So we ended up riding out of that motherfucker. We went over to Dickerson for a couple days. And then we went back and his mama came. But I don't know why his mama took so long. Well, I guess he thought they was gonna let us go and shit. Once he seen that shit was serious. And they wasn't trying shit, but there wasn't no dope. It was loitering where dope was being sold. And that wasn't shit but 90 days and some shit. But man, we got over to Dickerson. It's niggas in there. It's dope fiend. It's nappy head niggas. It's crazy in that motherfucker. We just looking around and shit. It's nothing but a bunch of niggas from everywhere. I guess in Michigan, like around Detroit, anywhere. I guess in that whole region is like it was just a lot of shit. And I was just like, man, this is a crazy ass place. A lot of niggas. Well, I ended up going back to that Southgate motherfucker to go. I guess I had to go there to go. I had to go there because I guess the court was in the city of that place. So shit, man, I got my dumb ass down there and went to court. They got me standing up there, and I had longer hair. It wasn't as long as my shit now, like, but I had like this perm type shit. It probably wasn't no longer than down in my neck a little bit, but it was mainly kind of like, but it wasn't nappy. It was kind of straight, but kind of fucked up, and kind of new growth, and kind of spiked, but kind of, yeah, I'm kind of manny. My shirt dirty because it's on and off. It's white t-shirt, but it's manny. I'm looking as crazy as these dope fiends. And motherfucker went to court. They had me lined up, standing up there with 2 dope fiends, man. I'm standing up there looking like a smoker. I'm looking like a seller and a smoker at the same damn time. I ain't lying, man. And I hated that shit too. Cause I knew I was a better type of person than that. And I couldn't believe I had got myself into some shit to where I was subjected and subdued And I had to, sit up there and be up underneath that type of shit and stand up there with these moms. The judge said, so, what you got to say for yourself? I said, man, look, um, I work over here in I work over here in Detroit at this automotive place. I remanufacture engine parts and shit. Well, we busting down pumps and shit, putting new bearings in them, and that was the program over there. So I told the nigga, man, I got a job and shit. I'm trying to get back to the hood. I'm trying to get back to the dirty. You know what I'm saying? So I can. I'm trying to get back to the dirty so I can, go to work and shit like that. So you clapping pro tonight for New Year's, bro, to save the ammo. No, hell no, I ain't doing no shit like that. They got some shit up there called shot spotters. Yeah, this ain't the 80s, this ain't the 90s and the early 2000s, boy. This is that new shit. Hell yeah, you pop some shit off, they gonna pinpoint. There they go. You right there. I ain't popping shit. When I'm gonna pop these goddamn crab legs open. And then pop open these goddamn muscles and shit like that. Sit up there and eat this damn seafood on this damn thing, man. But yeah, I told the nigga I'm trying to get back to the house and go back to work and all that shit. That nigga wasn't trying to hear that shit. So he asked the girl, so what you what you got to say? Well, I work over. I was working in the kitchen. Oh yeah, she gonna hit him with the same shit I tried to hit him with. Dumb shit. And then a white boy, her man and shit, he standing up there. Everybody, they manny. She looking manny. She dirty. Her clothes dirty. Her shorts dirty. Oh yeah, her hair stringy. This nigga looking manny. His hair stringy. His dirty. His shirt fucked up. We all looking like goddamn. We looking like clowns. Absolute bozos. And the judge didn't care about nobody. And I mean, nothing. Nobody. And he hoped and prayed and wished somebody would have had that dope on them. And them people could have threw some shit on the nigga if they really had a vendetta against a nigga like, nah, these them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Throw some shit on them. Like, nigga, fuck these niggas. Because it was like that in that city, Just seeing you in the store to Draco, Happy New Year. Right. So, after everybody got to saying that shit, he said, man, look, check this out. All you niggas, I'm gonna give all you niggas 93 days all you niggas get 93 days, because that's the maximum for loitering where this shit was being worked up. Y'all niggas was pushing work, smoking work, and shit like that. But yeah, Happy New Year, positive journey. But no, nigga, I ain't had no Draco nowhere, nigga. Yeah, you come in with some bullshit. Boy, you come in with some bullshit talk about, nigga, nah. You ain't see me nowhere like that. Hell nah. But shit, from that point, man, we had to take a ride. Yep, we had to take a ride. So I was like, damn, 93 days. He said, oh yeah, and by the way, no good time. That nigga said no good time, no free time, no work time, no. That nigga was like, nah, you gonna do the whole 93. I said, yeah, what's wrong with this motherfucker? So when I got back and I got to the place, not you, I mean Youngin, my bad. Oh, okay. So I got to the place and shit like that. He was like, yeah, we're gonna take a ride tonight. Cause it was daytime. So by the time we made it back, it was still daytime. And then the dude started looking at the piece of paper and he was like, yeah, you're going to, because them two dope fiend motherfuckers, they was on their way somewhere else. I don't know where they was going. Because they said Wayne County was full. Now, I was in the dirty. That's down there. That's in the Manny. That's the Manny shit. But we wasn't in the dirty. So they was like, well, where we going to put where these motherfuckers going to go do this shit at? Because they was overcrowded. So they said, oh, well, you going all the way up. You going all the way upstate. I said, all the way upstate? Where the fuck is that? It's about 8 hours up there. I said, 8 hours up there? Oh, man. I said, nigga, this is crazy. Boy, my mama ain't finna drive no damn 8 hour. Plus, she wasn't caring no way. She like, this nigga thugging. He ain't give a damn. I tried to tell him, stay away from the nigga, get out that trap. She wasn't coming. My pops, he said, nigga, I told you. I told you when you got here. Because I had just met my pops when I was like 15, 16. And when I got there, he told me the do's and the don'ts of the city, how to toe down, how to stay away from killers and jack boys, and how to stay the fuck out of trouble, stay away from niggas. But you know me, being from this type of environment, I kind of connected to the shit. You know, as I kind of grew up in the city and shit like that. So I ended up. So he like, nigga, I told you, nigga. And I ain't going. And I ain't going nowhere to. I ain't fucking with you, nigga. You on your own, nigga. And my mom, she didn't even bother. No one came up there. So we shit, man. They threw us in the van, and shit, man, from that place, and we started picking up niggas from different shit around the city. We there moving through the cities and then picking niggas up and shit like that. And I was on my way up there, but they had stops to make all the way. Okay, sit a couple niggas down over here. Sit a couple niggas down over there. Stokes, what up, man? Happy New Year, bro. Right. We ain't living like that. Right. So I said, man, shit, damn. I said, I don't know where the hell I'm going. I said, 8 hours away from home. 8 hours from the dirty. That's crazy. Right? Well, they set me up in the woods. But that was a nice place to be. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it was fucked up, but it was a nice place to be versus the city, Hamtramck, Wayne County, all that little shit, nigga shit. Like, you know, it was, you know. So for me to ride up there, but I didn't know what that was up there because nigga, you sending me up. But I don't even know if it's up. You sending me to danger because you sending me up. Is it a violent thing? Are you trying to get me killed? Because I don't know nothing about none of this shit. They sent me up to the top of the Great Lakes. Man, I got up in that motherfucker. Oh, I was riding with this dude. They picked him up. He from downtown and shit. He was on the heroin and shit. Puerto Rican nigga. And Dominican type nigga. He was OG though. That nigga used to hit me. Hey man, yeah. We need a cigarette. So the nigga was like, man, we smoke. If you smoke cigarettes, we're gonna be stopping for cigarettes here and there. Wasn't no food. Hell no. Wasn't no stop somewhere and get you. What you gonna stop and get some McDonald's? Nigga, that wasn't. Nigga, hell no. We ain't even gonna stop and get you nothing. Not a drink or nothing. I don't even think they gave us water. Nah, and there was a transport, and there wasn't no food or drinks on them motherfuckers on the trip. It was a trip. And luckily, the nigga that was driving the motherfucking van, he was smoking Pall Mall Reds. Non-filters. Longs. Now, you know them Pall Mall Reds, them motherfuckers, them some strong, boy, them some strong cigarettes. Yeah, them some real strong cigarettes. And, so we smoking them motherfuckers, man, it's dry on that motherfucker, so Puerto Rican nigga was like, look, we gonna save some of these cigarettes. He like, I got a lighter. I'm like, you got a lighter? He's like, yeah, I got a lighter. I've been holding this lighter from all he's like, nigga, I've been holding this lighter from all over the motherfucker, all through the cities, all through the jails and all this shit. He like, man, we gonna keep this lighter. He was like, look, we gonna put this tobacco underneath our shoes and we gonna put it like, we gonna make it stick to the like, you know what I'm saying, kind of. So I was like, oh, okay. So we saving. So now we smoking cigarettes because, like I said, niggas giving us some cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? But we popping the cigarettes. We went up, Scott. What's going on, man? I see you. So we popping the cigarettes. You know, them motherfuckers about that long. We taking a portion of the bubble, but then we smoking the shit out of it, whatever we got too, because we like, you know, we ain't tripping. But he like, well, I'm from downtown. I'm from down there by the Tiger Stadium and shit. I used to run that area and shit. And you know what I'm saying? I got caught up in that shit now, up in that motherfucker. You like, so I'm from the dirty too, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm Puerto Rican motherfucker, Dominican motherfucker. Like, so, you know, we both going to the same place and shit like that. I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. Like, so well, hopefully, you know, me and you end up in the same thing where we could divide this cigarette shit. You got the lighter, nigga, so we can, you know what I'm saying? We can, and then we keep smoking as long as we can smoke. Shit, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Because now I got somebody, you know, I didn't met a friend on this motherfucker, so he was cool, OG motherfucker. I'm a young nigga. I wasn't but about 18 years old, man. Like my first time ever been in trouble, man. I ain't know, man. I ain't know about no bullshit. Yeah, but we rolled. We got up in that motherfucker about 2 o'clock that morning, man, and got up in there, and they put us in this room, which was the room where they would have AA meetings on a certain day. And white boy would come in and talk to you about how he used to be drunk and high and how he got caught up in some shit, but how he free, how he, changed his life and, try to change niggas, try to help people and shit. So, but I'm in this room, man, I'm in a room, probably a little bigger than this room and shit, but it had a workout, it had iron up in that motherfucker. Yeah, it had a weight bench, had iron, had the bars, you can get right up in that motherfucker. So they'll let you come out and put you in the workout room to where you can work out too. But so they had iron up in that motherfucker. You can get right and shit. So I was like, okay, they got some iron up in this motherfucker. I was like, oh yeah. I said, well shit, nigga, we gonna get busy then up in this bitch. Cause I had been in weight training and shit when I was in junior high and shit like that. I was familiar with the weights and shit like that. So, but I didn't think that they had that, motherfucker gonna provide that type of shit. So I'm like, okay, they got some iron up in here. I'm like, okay, it's cool. I seen some mats and shit. So they like, yeah, y'all get these mats. Y'all gonna be chilling in here because we gonna figure out we can move you niggas around. So I'm in there, a couple white boys, my nigga Cisco, and we asked him that night. I said, hey man, me and Cisco like, hey, we hungry, bro. Yeah, we been riding all day, but we ain't ate nothing. And no, we ain't had no drinks. We ain't had no food or nothing, man. Can we please get something to eat? You know what I'm saying? We was cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? Respectful motherfucker. Cause some nigga come in hard head, ignorant, talking crazy, disrespectful. Motherfucker ain't gonna work with you if you one of them outside. But the white boys was up there in the mountains. They wasn't familiar with no hood shit. All they knew was what, respect but they understood, okay, we can lock some motherfuckers up. And he said, yeah, man, I go get y'all what y'all want, you or something. I said, man, anything. But you got some food, some sandwiches. Let me go the kitchen and shit. Oh, there ain't no food or nothing for you, but let me go back up in here and see what I can get y'all, man. I said, all right, man, thanks and shit, man. The nigga came back. The nigga gave us some cookies. Gave us some cookies, some chips, and some shit like that. I think he gave us a sandwich, if I ain't mistaken. But I do remember the nigga gave us some cookies and chips and some snacks and shit, some juice or something like that. Gave us some shit to drink and gave us something to eat and shit. I said, okay. I said, thanks, man. Cool white boy. So we ate the little snacks and shit, and it was all good. I said, well, shit, man. I said, damn, I couldn't believe it. Boy, I couldn't believe I got my goddamn self tied up with this dumbass nigga. Got my goddamn ass sent up the shit creek. I ain't lying either, man. So next morning, they come in there, breakfast time and shit. Breakfast hot to the motherfucker. I'm country style breakfast. Boy, I ain't lying to you. Good breakfast too. Not no jailhouse shit. Motherfucker give you a molded sandwich, hard bread, the old cheese, hard cheese. Give you some faucet water and motherfucker treat you nasty when they put you in some shit like, when they take you there. But no, they brought the big tray and the tray was nice. It was pancakes on there, waffles and shit like that. 2 sausages, the country style sausages was on that motherfucker. Breakfast like motherfucker, that motherfucker don't eat breakfast like that at home and shit like okay, you a country style breakfast. I ain't bullshitting. Eggs, had juice, milk, had to drink some syrups and all that old shit. Ketchup, salt and pepper was on the thing. I said, shit. I said, man, I said, well, shit, it ain't that bad because I was expecting the worst, I said, damn. So I ate the breakfast, big boy breakfast. And we ate and shit. I said, okay. And it was like, okay, hot breakfast, real food and real nigga shit. I said, okay, this shit ain't, I said, it ain't looking that bad and, shit like that. So, I was able to make a phone call. So I ended up calling, but somehow I was able to call my boy. I knew his phone number by heart. He had a cell phone. I think I called his mama phone. Well, I didn't call my mom and talk to him. But I don't know if I did call my mom and I was able to talk to him on her shit. But I think I called him, if I ain't mistaken. But I know I know I was able to talk to him. Cause that was over shit. That was about 20-something or 30 years ago. And that nigga get on the phone and say, hey man, what's up, man? Ain't no come bail me out now. You still on the street, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, how you on the street, nigga? yeah, nigga, how you still out there on the streets, bro? And you got caught up in this shit too. We was all loitering where the shit was being sold. So what you doing on the street, nigga? You smoking L's, you dress, pelly. You with the shit. Chicago shit. Right. He with the real shit, and he on the concrete. He still pushing work, he moving and grooving, he in the city. He running the dirty. Guns and dope. So I'm thinking, I take the hit for this nigga, man. You know? What up, gang? What up, man? I see you. How did I take a hit for this nigga? So only thing he interested in, fuck what I'm talking about. Damn, I'm safe, all right. You know how they treat me. You know, that nigga, fuck all that, nigga. Where that work at, bro? Because remember, I told you that we was in that hotel. It's been a day or two now. He ripping and running, but it's some work put up. See, I was always the mastermind. Not the mastermind in making money, because I'm always seeing myself making money, bigger money. Now I'm smarter than just an average fucking street punk, no motherfucking dope dealer, nigga. That don't take no intelligence to sell no motherfucking dope. It take more intelligence not to get caught to sell this shit than to do to step off in there and say I'm pushing this shit. It take more intelligence to stay, to move, to run circles around these motherfuckers while you pushing work. You know what I'm saying? To be up underneath, and if they did run up on you, it take more intelligence to hold work and shit like that down than it do, you know what I'm saying, the average motherfucker who just think they out there. Because he couldn't think as far as a motherfucker could throw a bus. So, we had some hair on and shit, and some motherfucking coke. And I had took the hair on. And you know, he was in the room, he smashing this shit with the shit, he putting the baking soda shit, baking powder shit on that shit. That Clabber Girl shit. So he hitting that motherfucking hair around with this motherfucking Clabber Girl with the ashtray in the hotel. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? He always so interested in the dope. Like a scientist. He locked in, he act like he want to hit it. He act like he high on it already. That's what you motherfucker, that's how he was acting. You know what I'm saying? But I found out later that he was, you know what I'm saying, he was into the shit. So he just wanted to know where the work was. So I told him, I said, look down in the bathroom. Look at the pipe. You know how that pipe come down from the sink and then it curve under and then it dries back into the wall? Right. I said, and you know that silver cap that connect to the wall? When that pipe go in, it's a silver cap that go right there. So if you slide that cap back, it's an open space where that pipe is running through that wall. So I told him, slide that cap back from that pipe, and that black is in there. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, well, what other shit at? I said, wasn't enough room in the pipe for that shit. So if you look up through the vents, and shit up in the ceiling, through that vent thing, pull that shit out, take that out of there, and look up in there, and then you gonna get that, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get that motherfucking coat. You know what I'm saying? From out that motherfucking vent. Okay, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, he got the phone. So he went and got the shit. So, he was able to get his shit. So this motherfucker gonna say, when before I got out, he gonna let these motherfuckers tell him, they sent him up here because he told on you and shit like that. Nigga, they sent me up there because there wasn't no room in the cities. Nigga, if I told on you, nigga, they would have came to that place, they would have whammed the door, they would have went in there, they would have went exactly where I told you to go, and they would have got all your shit if I was trying to get up out of there on the strength of telling. I knew that we got caught for loitering. You know what I'm saying? And why would I tell them about some work when I know that's bigger than loitering? Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Why would I put us in some deeper? No, I'm gonna ride with the loitering shit. But why? And I don't trust these motherfuckers. So you think I'm that spooked to get up out this motherfucker that I'm gonna tell about some powerful shit on some little shit? No, I'm gonna take the little shit. I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna get hit in the head with the little shit. We're gonna ride with that. You know. I'm gonna play here around the coke. Right. All you need is an AA meeting, bitch. I wasn't getting high, nigga. We was rolling. Your mama need an AA meeting. Hell yeah, nigga. You and your mammy, your daddy damn near probably need an AA meeting, nigga, because I wasn't getting high. Nigga, we was rolling, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You can get your punk ass up. Yeah, you can go and get your punk ass up out of here. Tell your mammy and tell your mammy where the closest AA meeting at office at, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? So yeah, they done gave him a bullshit story about. I told on him. This nigga sound like a sucker, nigga. So Ronnie Bobo, right? So yeah, man, his mammy need a right. Yeah, that's what it is. His mammy need a nigga. Dope thing, motherfucker, coming in here, motherfucker, like we on the hand, cause him and his motherfucking people, him and his mammy and them on that shit. We was serving niggas like you and your mammy, nigga. We wasn't getting high, nigga. Nigga, we was trying to get some change in our pocket. You know, I wasn't even rolling at the time. I just came along for the ride. I was at that moment because I wasn't rolling. I ain't had no hand in the pot or nothing. I had my hands in the pot in the city before, but that's all we do is roll. So I roll when I get ready to roll, chill when I want to chill, and do what the fuck I want to do. I'm a working man. I have a job, nigga. I always had a job. And I didn't have a job because that's the type of shit you got to be. Because you got to play the game. If you want to play the game, you got to play it one of the best. I ain't no full-time dumb motherfucker. I just play dumb, do dumb shit a little bit, but I know how to stay down. I know how to do real shit. I know how to make the trap. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Good nigga. But he was up there, man. We was up there, man, and shit. They ended up throwing us in this motherfucking thing. And it was 8 beds. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was four bunk beds in that motherfucker. Each bunk beds is 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 8 motherfuckers in this one room. They had a table, shower, a toilet, and a TV on the wall. So shit, man, we was watching Baywatch. That'll come on. And some motherfuckers watch whatever, Price is Right, Young and the Restless, whatever the fuck and shit. The USA channel was a good channel. So we were watching them motherfuckers. But Baywatch come on, that would be the real shit. And like I said, they was speeding. They was speeding niggas pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So dinner time but niggas would still be hungry. But my grandma, she was in Cali. So, grandma sent me some paper and shit like that. I think mom sent me a little paper, but my grandma sent me some paper a lot. And I had a white girl named Lisa. She was from Cali, and then she found out I got fucked up in there. Because I was back and forth from Cali to the 50. So I had folks and shit like that. I wasn't even supposed to be trapped up in that motherfucker. But people looking out for me. So shit, I was ordering shit. Yeah, I had the motherfucking nutty butters. The motherfucking what you call them motherfuckers? The wafer shit with the peanut butter shit on it. Yeah, I had some of them motherfuckers. Then I had, snacks. I had Jolly Ranchers candies and shit like that. And, I had some shit. But we had that tobacco. We had the tobacco shit. And that tobacco shit lasted us a while. It lasted us about a month, about a few weeks. It lasted us a long time because we was real sharp with it. So we got in this motherfucker. It was 3, 4 white boys. Real, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say no racist white boys, but the type of white boys that ain't really been around no niggas or nothing like that and shit like that. So when they approached me and the niggas, they was like, so what's up with y'all? I was like, shit ain't shit from the dirty. It was like, so what y'all got? You got some shit? I was like, yeah, we got a little something. I was like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had no dope and shit, but we had tobacco. It's like, yeah, we got some tobacco. Oh man, hell yeah, you guys are cool now. and shit like nigga. So what you saying? Like nigga, we didn't have nothing. Like we was gonna do some scratching up in this motherfucker because we damn sure we would have did a little bit of scratching because y'all you wasn't gonna whoop us. No, you wasn't gonna whoop us. But it was like they just was like, oh, it's cool. Like y'all cool. Like y'all real cool now. Like but you know it would have been like just niggers. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like so now we sitting up there. We got the white boys. We all. And that motherfucker bunks and shit. He's like, so what we gonna roll this shit with? He's like, oh man, look, I'm telling you, we're gonna roll this shit up with a little bit of Bible paper and shit like that. And then, you know, Cisco like, hey, no, look, he's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We'll just put this much and shit like that. So, you know, now we in this motherfucker. He got the lighter and shit. They got the Bible paper. Somebody got a Bible. So, you know, a little bit of tobacco and shit. So we stretching and shit, we hitting now, but we smoking amongst, you know, a few other people and shit like that. So, you know, motherfuckers smoking and shit. So, we had got to the point to where we ran out of tobacco and shit, man. We ran out of tobacco because we didn't have that much because the nigga didn't give us that many cigarettes. And like I said, we was smoking the shit out of the ones we had, but we did the little pieces. And then he had some extra tobacco. He scraping shit. We ended up smoking all the shit we had. So we had no more tobacco. So we was like, damn. So what they used to do is we used to go outside for an hour every day. And then around that time, it was getting close to summertime. So it was like summer. It was always hot. So we up there and shit. And, you know, sun out. It's just a little cage. A little cage on a concrete block. Concrete slab with a cage around it. But a nigga could have pushed the fence out and rolled up under it. And nigga could have tried to run up out that motherfucker if he wanted to. But everybody was in that motherfucker wasn't doing nothing but a couple months and shit. It wasn't no like motherfuckers was trapped in that bitch for years. It wasn't like there was no big thing. You know, just like you had a motherfucker put a dog in the goddamn kennel or some shit like that. So, you know, we'd go out there and we would sit on the concrete and then just, you know, get some sunlight or try to walk around a little bit. It wasn't nowhere to really move. It was just like outside, like damn. So we was trapped. So Cisco, he come up with some more clever shit. Look. See this? See these weeds around this fence on the grass? You know how the grass have weeds growing in them? So you be grass, but then you have these funny ass looking grasses like weeds and shit. So this nigga was like, look, we can smoke that shit. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, dry it out. If they weeds, he was like, it can smoke. It's something. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Puerto Rican. Dominican mother, you know how them niggas did, boy. You can't hold them back. You can't keep them away. You can't hold them down for nothing in the world. Nigga, when we ran out of some shit, nigga, we finna make something. We finna make something to smoke. So shit, man, we would go out and we would grab that weed, that tweed shit, and then put it in the window and let it dry out, and then we would roll that shit up and hit it, smoke it. But when we rolled that shit up and smoked it, it was like we was kind of loaded a little bit. It was like we was kind of high off some trees or something, because it didn't give you the same effect as tobacco, like, you know, hair rush, nicotine. It was kind of like some trees. So I was like, damn, this shit give you kind of like a buzz or something. I'm like, yeah, that's some nice shit. But we firing that shit up. Now they could smell the shit coming through. You know, we try to blow some shit, some baby powder and shit. But they starting to smell the shit coming through this motherfucking place and shit. So that was kind of mainly. But one day we ended up going out, man, and we was sitting out there on the concrete and shit. And it was an old man, and he was walking through the grass, going over, because behind the jail, it was a small little jail sitting on a piece of land surrounded by number forests and trees and shit. But behind this little jail, it was a dog shelter. What you call it? Like a dog camp or the dog pound. Yeah, where, you know, dogs running wild and they gotta, you know, catch the dogs. They put the dogs in it, you know, people could come get the dog if it's theirs, or adopt the dog or some shit. So we see an old man walking. Old man got the hat, glasses. And he's smoking them motherfucking cigarette. It was all white cigarette. I guess it was one of those Marlboro, not the Marlboro Reds, but the Marlboro Whites. The Marlboros that come in the white and gray pack. Right. So he's smoking one of them motherfucking long 100s. He walking through, and we seen him. He smoking a cigarette, and we say, "Oh man, you gonna do us like that? Man, damn, man, that's messed up, man. You smoking this shit, man. We need, you know what I'm saying? Damn, we wish we could get it, man. Damn, you doing us like that and shit." He was like, "What you guys want one?" And we was like, yeah, we want one. And then he started walking towards us. Then he went in his shirt pocket and he headed towards us. We like, yeah, come on, hurry up. But he an old man, old white boy, right? So he moved, he stepped it up a little bit. Man, that nigga made it to us, opened the packet, gave us 3 or 4 cigarettes. And then hurry up. And we told him, once we got him from, we told him, hurry up, go, get the fuck away from us. So, he got to go into towards the dog house. But we looking, we trying to see, but wasn't nobody tripping off no cameras. Wasn't nobody even watching it. That shit wasn't nobody even tripping. So now we got the cigarettes, but we wait now somebody to come and be like, we seen what you do with y'all's doing and shit. But nobody never came and fucked with us. So we went back in. So shit, now we got 3, 4 cigarettes. So we break them down, take them out, cause we don't want to smoke them whole, like, cause we already know that shit. So we break them motherfuckers down and make several cigarettes out of one cigarette. So now we got a whole nother stretch of cigarettes and shit like that. So we ended up running out of that shit too. And then we ended up going back outside, getting more grass and shit, tweeds and twigs and all that old bullshit. We smoking plants and all that shit. So then that shit got out of hand. Motherfuckers got the smelling shit. They came in, shook the shit down. Like, who got the lighter, man? Who in here smoke? Where's y'all getting this shit from to fire up shit at? They were like, man, you know what? We finna shut this whole shit down up in here, man, until somebody fucking tell us what's up. And then Cisco was like, man, you know what? You ain't gotta do all this shit with these niggas. He's like, I'm the one that did all this shit. I'm firing up shit. I'm smoking grass from outside. I got a lighter, shit like that. It's me, you know what I'm saying? So they took him out. And I was like, damn, they done got my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, man, they didn't rolled off of my boy. It's about shit. It's about a month or two. It's about a month or two down the road. I ain't gotten done about another month or something to go. So I ain't. So they get him, take him out, take him wherever the fuck up front, put him in some other shit, and then they bring the nigga back. This nigga come back to the cell with the lighter again. I'm like, bro, how you get the lighter back? But one, what you doing back in this motherfucker? Why did he bring you back in this motherfucker? And then, how did you get the lighter back when you gave up the lighter? He was like, bro, they took the lighter from me and just set it on the counter up front. He was like, when they set the lighter down, he was like, I stole it back. I'm like, damn, bro, so you stole the damn lighter back. They brought the nigga back. This nigga come back with the lighter after he stole it back from them niggas. Nigga went back outside, got more plants, more weeds and shit growing into the grass and shit, rolled up more shit. They came back, got the nigga out of there again. They took him and they put him across the hall over there. Now across the hall, it was some dangerous motherfuckers over there. At night, they'll yell through the thing, nigga. Whatever, man. We ain't over trying to sleep. We kicking the TV on 24 hours. It's remote. You know what I'm saying? You can see, niggas chilling. But these niggas will stand up on the thing and holler through the thing, nigga, go back to Africa and all this whole type of shit. Then we'll look over there and we can see these niggas. White boys, tattoos, swastikas. One nigga had the Coco County on this shit. He was from Cali. I'm looking at him, and I used to see him, and she used to act like he was one of the ones. But we ended up going to the AA meeting one day, and everybody was able to, go in and shit from different things that was in there. It wasn't but a few little things in there, men and women, but the women was whatever. But the niggas, so we ended up going into that weight room and shit. And dude would bring coffee and sugar from his home for us and shit like that. But my nigga Cisco would steal the sugar, a lot of it. And he would eat the sugar. And he told the dude, you know what I'm saying, he used to do, you know what I'm saying, he used to do blow, he used to do black and shit like that shit. Because, you know, when you on that black and shit, you don't got it, you know, sugar, if you eat candy and candy bars and shit like that, it kind of alters the urge to have that shit, right? So this nigga used to steal all the sugar. The dude was like, man, look, I'm bringing sugar in here for y'all. Someone's stealing all the damn sugar. And Cisco stealing the sugar. But he admitted to the nigga, like, yeah, man, I took the sugar, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was one thing about that dude. He was always a stand-up dude for the shit that was going on. He would never, you know what I'm saying? He would always take his licks. Even if it wasn't on him or whatever, he would always stand up before other niggas and be like, it's on me. Like, don't even trip off, nigga. I ain't finna let you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I really fuck with him. But I doubt if he alive. If he is, he gotta be at least, shit, he gotta be old as a motherfucker. But I think shit, at this point, I believe he dead by now and shit. Gotta be. If he is living, that nigga triple 4 times OG. For real. But, man, we was that motherfucker, man, we chilling like a motherfucker. But, close to when it was time to wiggle, you know, my mom wrote me and told me that, this nigga was, wigging and shit. And, like somebody had slipped him something. And I was like, what you talking about? And she's like, yeah, he's tearing up his money, he's throwing money out of his cars, he's selling cars, he's tweaking, he outside hollering and screaming, he's on the corner, he hanging with smokers, he's sitting outside in chairs, he wigging. I was like, he wigging. I was like, I'm like, no, not my nigga. I'm like, cause I'm thinking this nigga too sharp for that, you know? But I started to think back before all this shit happened, before we even went to that place and got caught up, and I started to think about all the shit that was popping off before that time. We used to be in the trap house and shit, and this nigga used to, you know, we would run a trap like New Jack City, but couldn't no hoes rock up no dope, couldn't no hoes cook no dope and package up no dope. Couldn't no hoes do nothing. All these bitches would do was come in, spend money, and get high in the spot. So you can come spend money and you can go in the kitchen. It's rats, big rats, nigga. We was really in some real trap shit, like some real many crazy shit. So, you know, bitches could come in and smoke dope and shit like that. It'd be young bitches, young black bitches that was just getting high and shit. And he wouldn't trip, you know. But it was 2 niggas, you know what I'm saying? But one nigga, he didn't really, you know, he'd be in there playing video games in one room, but this nigga would be infatuated with these bitches smoking. And he'd be infatuated with their pipes. How the dope melt, how the dope run, how the dope roll and shit like that. So we'd be in there, you know, just chilling and shit. He in the kitchen, infatuated with the bitch. But, you know, the nigga used to be back there, you know what I'm saying, fucking with the bitches and shit like that. But that wasn't the thing, because, you know, that shit come with the game, like, from all over the world, you know, but to be infatuated with their pipes is crazy. So I remember, you know, bitches would take hits, and he used to want to see their pipe. Like, let me see that after they take the hit, and let him see it. So now he got their pipe, so he pushing this shit through there, the oil, he pushing it back and forth. Then he'll give it back to him, like, okay, go ahead, do your thing. So I'm like, why would you push their pipe? Why? Even though you fucking with some chemist shit, you want to know, okay, if the dope good. I don't know if you want to see if the dope stretch or if the dope run or melt or whatever the fuck, but you too wrapped up, bro. And I seen that a lot. And my nigga used to be like, why this nigga? I'm like, bro, this nigga crazy. I didn't know what the fuck he was on. Like, why is this nigga doing that? So I'm starting to think back on all this shit he was doing. I'm like, damn, that nigga did used to push the bitches dope. Not the niggas, but the bitches. And the niggas, you know, nigga want to get high, okay, nigga get high. But if a bitch came in and he was fucking with the bitch, he had pregnant bitches in there smoking, this nigga would go back there with the pregnant bitches, and it used to be mainly. So I started to think back on all this shit. Then I started thinking when he was smashing that motherfucking black with the clapper girl and shit, how he was just wrapped up in that. I'm thinking, did this shit get in his hands? I'm thinking, because was he high? Because after so long, after the game, way after the game, I knew shit getting your pores and shit like that. So when you fuck with shit, you gotta have rubber gloves and shit. Niggas wasn't having no rubber gloves and shit like that, like that. Like shit get into your system. You know what I'm saying? Just by touching this shit, just by being in the mix. And if you cooking, if you around cookers and shit like that, the steam from this shit cooking, can it can affect you too. You know what I'm saying? In a way. So I'm thinking like, damn, this nigga. I'm like, damn, clever girl. I'm like, he's smashing shit. I'm like, okay, he's moving pipes. But then one night, this nigga, before he pulled up on me, he used to show me this picture of this girl. And she was over about an hour away from the dirty. And he showed me the picture of her, like, look at her. I'm like, oh yeah, she bad. I'm like, yeah, she nice looking and shit. I'm like, yeah, she a pretty bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, that's my girl. Kind of like, he was like, but she smoked. I said, nigga, what? I'm like, hold on, look at this bitch. And it was a bitch you could, if she was to walk in front of you, if you was to see her on a regular day, just if you was to look, you wouldn't have been able to tell that she had her weight. So that's why I be telling you about these. Them be the ones that'll get you. It ain't auntie now. No, they ain't you the ones that's fucked off and the one. Nah, it be bad motherfuckers that you would never. You can't even tell they fuck around, right? So this nigga hooked up with that girl. That girl was smoking that shit. She was pretty too. Hold on, y'all. Let me go cut this pot off because I got this motherfucker rolling, y'all. Yeah, y'all didn't almost burn my shit up. But my shit was in the shell, so you know it ain't really. But yeah, that motherfucker, it was damn near. I was like, damn. I cut it down, but it wasn't all the way down. But I filled it up with water, but the motherfucker, but yeah, it kind of boiled down, so it almost. But I knew it was about that time. So yeah, cause yeah, we have been in here we've been in here for a minute now. Time flies when you're having fun. So yeah, so the nigga, man, I'm starting to sit back there and recollect on, you know what I'm saying? All this little shit that was happening. I said, oh, okay, yeah, it was some shit. It was some shit going on. Will, what's up, man? I see you. So one night, the nigga, Happy New Year's, man. I see you. One night, he he pulled up. Now he had some rocks one night, and I had hid it in his car for him. But we was riding, and I had hid the shit in his seat, but I hid it in a way in the passenger seat because I was, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker. Because like I say, I'm always thinking and shit. So motherfucker always use me, you know what I'm saying, for the mind and shit to be able to minimize and, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit that was going on and shit like that. So I had hid a bag of rocks that was already bundled up. They wasn't even in the bundles. They was in the little number ones the little sandwich, the little baggies. Because back then they used to sell baggies. You know, like you get the little weed baggie, little dime bag, and you put the little bud in there and then seal it. Got the little lock, the little baggies. Yeah, but they used to have mini bags that was specifically made for, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So it's about 30, 40, about 30, 40 dimes or something like that. Probably 50 dimes or something like that in a bag. But I had took the bag, put it in the seat, but I put it in the bag. But he was an old school, like an old school Malibu, to where the seat was, you know what I'm saying, that old school shit, you could kind of, ain't no telling like how you could fuck with the seat. But he couldn't find it. So he way out of town with the bitch. I guess she was trying to get high or something. He trying to get her high. So he can't find the work. Instead of him, he didn't call her like, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had no cell phone. Back then, it was cell phones, but I didn't have no cell phone. I did not have a cell phone. I was off the strength of this. I was with the shit. You couldn't call me. You had to come fuck with me. Or I fuck with you when I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wasn't no cell phone type of dude. It was some around. I kind of had one here and there, but I didn't have no cell phone. This was back in the days. Boy, when motherfucker had the motherfucker. Boy, when motherfucker had them big motherfuckers with the big motherfuckers that flip. You know, motherfuckers used to flip with the big old battery pack on the big old bulky motherfucker. Yeah, that was that type of shit, right? So, I mean, it kind of transferred down, but the phones were big. Big. If you had a cell phone, it was one of them big ass Nokia block motherfucking phones and shit. I didn't carry no big ass brick in my motherfucking pocket, motherfucking ringing my shit, talking about some motherfucking dope. So he pulled up. So I hear the nigga. He outside and shit. That's what I always do. I just listen out. We had a trapper right across the street from my great grandmama house. You know what I'm saying? Old school throwback. Dope game. So he pull up. I can hear the car. I hear the music. Look outside. I say, my nigga, what's up, bro? Hey, where you put that work at and shit? I said, oh man, shit, man, you know the shit in the car, man. I said, man, what's going on, man? What you doing? I got the bitch behind me and shit. Look, and shit, she in the Jeep, right? Jeep Cherokee, you know what I'm saying? So the bitch in the Jeep Cherokee, like, yeah, that's the bitch I was telling you. I was like, oh, okay, for sure. I look, I can't even see the bitch. He kind of behind a nigga a little bit. She parked. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. I'm like, this nigga moving fast. This nigga sweating. It's nighttime. This nigga, he need to work out the car. He sweating. He rushing. So I'm starting to think back on all this shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga rushed up. I gave him the work. All right, bro. You know what I'm saying? This before niggas went to jail. So I gave him the work. The car running hot. The motherfucker, it ain't running hot like it's smoking and shit, like the radiator steaming. But you can hear, and it's a race car. It ain't no race car, but the car is modified. It's got all brand new shit under the hood. It's you know what I'm saying, high performance shit, everything, you know what I'm saying? And he running down the interstates and shit like that, coming from this place to this place, running that motherfucker hard. The car ain't meant to be, you know what I'm saying? The car is built for, you know what I'm saying, street shit, but it's real. It's a muscle car, but it's high performance, and but this nigga, the car running, it's running, but you could tell he was running the motherfucker. The hood hot, the motherfucker. I'm like, God damn, this nigga in a rush. Boy, this nigga in a rush. Boy, this nigga sweating. And he trying to, he trying to get back. I don't know where. I guess he trying to get back with the bitch, get back to the city with the bitch, whatever. So, I gave him the shit. Like, yeah, bro, it's right there and shit. All right, bro, shit. So, I'm up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got on, So I thought about that, and I said, okay. So I'm starting to think back on all the shit. And I said, oh. So when I got out, and she was like, yeah, he fucked off. Then somebody slipped him something. I was like, no, ain't nobody slipped him. Shit, this motherfucker out there on one. He on that shit. He didn't fucked around and hit that shit with that bitch. Yeah, he ain't that boy. He didn't got hold to that. He didn't got hold to that pack. Sure did. hmm Now, one thing about it, I wasn't. I wasn't really. It wasn't even that serious. I wasn't even with. I ain't with none of that shit. I ain't even fucking around. You can fuck with the bitch or something, but like, as far as getting high and you rolling, because once you get in the game like that, it's kind of mania. It'll throw you. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a young nigga with a young mind. You know what I'm saying? Because we was young, man. We was just teenagers, really. Because at 18, 17, we had just got out of high school. Like I said, I had met these dudes, man, 14, 15 years old, kind of came up, 4, 5, 6 years and shit like that, coming up and shit. And you know, yeah. And it happened to him, you know what I'm saying? So when I got out, I went around there to my boy house and shit, because we used to roll. It was me, him, and, you know what I'm saying, my other folks. So I went around there, I said, man, what's up, man? He said, oh, man, they came over here, took the rims off this bitch, the 4 times gold on the shit. He had put gold ones on the shit. He's like, man, the car out there on bricks and shit like that. He was like, the nigga came and took the D's off the motherfucker. He was like, man, he had been jumping out of cars, riding cars with niggas. He been on one. He been tripping, wigging, knocking on doors, loking, just doing all kind of outrageous ass shit. I said, bro, I can't even imagine. I said, I couldn't see it. I couldn't imagine none of the stories they was telling me about him. And you know, I was just like, damn. So I'm shit. You know, I'm in this motherfucker, but I'm finna get ready to wiggle. I'm finna jump on the motherfucker. I'm finna get back on the Greyhound, and I'm finna get my ass back to California. Cause I ain't got time for this shit, nigga. I just got sent up shit creek. This nigga talking about, I told on him. I'm trying to help this dumb motherfucker. Been helping these dumb motherfuckers since day motherfucking one, man. But no, we was rolling in this motherfucker one night. Got about 10 to 15 guns up in there. And had a whole bunch of coke and shit like that in that motherfucker. They had a table where motherfucker used to cut down and, you know, bag up. But motherfucker moved fast. So the table was always live and shit. The table always had live shit on it, residue, crumbs, shit like that. A lot of it. A lot of guns around, ammunition, mags, shit like that, different heaters. The place wasn't secure. It had a steel door, but the steel door, you can only like latch it like a gate in front of the door. So the gate, you can just like latch this iron gate, bars, they just latch. And then the door, you kind of lock it from the inside. But we wasn't protected. So it was a nigga that came from around the corner, a couple streets down, a couple blocks down, that way, and they used to roll. So, you know, one nigga, you know, big old black nigga come in that motherfucker one night. And we know we let him in. You know, these some dangerous niggas. They jack boys too. They will rob you, they'll pop you. And they roll, but they was just lower grade niggas. Wasn't no, you know, big old fat black, nappy hair, real manly motherfuckers. Some niggas you always, you know, you have to keep your eyes on, you know, nigga like that. And they had a reputation doing niggas like that nasty if they, you know, but, you know, doing the type of dudes you keep your eyes on. So we let him in one night. So the nigga come in and shit. He looking around. We had some pit bulls and shit running, some puppies running around and shit. I think he was trying to sell us some puppies. And we, you know, talking to the nigga and shit like that. But the nigga watching, he's looking at the trap. Oh, man. Man, y'all boys, man, got video games. You know, back then, I don't know what kind of video game it was. A Sega, because I don't think it was no PlayStation. Well, like may have been it wasn't no Atari and shit. Well, you know, whatever was way back then, video game shit. So, you know, we had some video games and shit like that. And Niggas was playing the video games like that, but the trap had a bed, had a couch. It wasn't plushed out. It wasn't like a motherfucker was booming out of a plushed out type of thing. But it was a nice trap, cause in the dirty, a nigga would be in a spot where it ain't nothing but a chair, a metal chair. A motherfucker might be sitting up in there with a chopper and with some work with no lights. If you got a light, you might have a flashlight, a candle, or whatever the fuck. But it wasn't no electricity, wasn't no plumbing. But the spot we was in, it didn't have no plumbing, but it had electricity. A nigga sent a J up the light pole in the alley, and a nigga run hot wire on a nigga run hot wire on an electric pole and run power to your shit if you was like that. But in order to get a trap, all you had to do was wham a door and go up in that motherfucker, because there's a lot of bandos around there. So you would just take whatever is empty, you run in there and you take it. And you board it up and you lock it up. And there was no entryway. It was an entryway, but you couldn't get, you couldn't get in it. You wouldn't know how they was getting in it. But when you come, everything was secured, boarded. It would, if the police drive by and look, it would be boards all on the windows of the doors. It wouldn't even look like it was a place to be. But if you tap on that window on the side of the house, it was a hole in the board. Enough to about like that. Just enough room in the hole to stick some money in and motherfucker put some work out the hole. And a hole big enough for a motherfucker to get at your ass at. That was it. No lights, with no cars outside. No, you just knew where to go. That's how a nigga roll in the dirty. I don't know what they do now and shit, but back then that's how a motherfucker used to roll. So he came in, he see was lights, TV was on, bed. It was like, we ordering food and she's like, oh man, this motherfucker live, man, y'all got it going. He's like, man, shit, when the last time y'all been raided? So when he asked us the last time we had been raided, I looked at my nigga, and my nigga looked at me. He was like, man, when was the last time? He kind of winked his eye a couple times. He was like, man, when was the last time them motherfuckers came through here? I was like, yeah, about a couple months ago. He was like, what was it about? I was like, yeah. Someone I seen winked his eye, I just, went along with the shit. I was like, yeah, that's when motherfuckers came through about a couple months ago. Wham this motherfucker, yeah. Oh, dear. He's like, yeah, man, okay. So, yeah, man, I got the puppies and shit like that. I got the dogs. Because them pit bulls out of the dirty, them was some killers. I mean, you could fight them or you could use them as protection. But all the dogs in the city, they mamas and daddies, them dogs was crazy. All the dogs in the city was crazy. Because I'm from California. I ain't never seen no pit bulls like that. Them pit bulls, they had them breeds and them lions and shit. Them motherfuckers was all, they was some savage ass dogs. So, dogs was kind of a thing out there. I mean, mainly for protection and just being around you as killers. But, niggas was killers. The spirit of killers was everywhere in the air. And even the animals was killers. That's how you knew. That's how you knew you was somewhere for real. When you look around, you're in the pit bulls. Yeah, and the pit bulls was nasty. And, that was the thing, that had some nasty ass pits and shit like that. So, nigga trying to sell some pits from a breeder, a strong breed and shit like that. So we talking to the nigga, but the nigga was scouting out the spot. So after that, that's when I wised up and I said, oh no, niggas talking about raids and shit. And then this dumb nigga that was in that motherfucker, he like, oh man, look, you down for the battle round? And I said, what? And he was like, oh, you down for the battle round? I said, man, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? This nigga laughing. He talking about some Ice Cube shit, some shit he heard on the motherfucking radio, some shit he heard on the music and shit. But the battle round is what they use when they wham the motherfucking door and raid your shit. So I'm like, oh, you sending my down to sit up in this bitch while the police raid this bitch? I'm like, nah, I ain't really. Why would I sit here with work out and I'm down to let these motherfuckers hit this bitch? Because they, what I'm saying? Because them, the raid team And the narcos and all them type of motherfuckers, they were some dangerous people. Them people was more dangerous than jack boys and niggas on the street. And if they would come in on you, shit, half the motherfuckers, they'll do something, they'll kill you. Or something like that. It wasn't just no normal shit like, getting caught up out of town, some white boy, because they square, they stayed straight up like. But these motherfuckers in the city, they were some treacherous people, man. And no, hell no, nigga ain't down for no motherfucker. Cause everybody demons and shit. They were them demon time devils. I'm talking about even the police was devils. So I just looked at the nigga when he said that shit. Like, nigga, you gotta be fucked up. So I had to be smart. So I said, okay, look, this nigga just came in tonight asking about this shit. This nigga in here talking about this shit. So, okay, if we is down for the better round, we gotta wisen up. So I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I remember I had a lock. And them niggas had a chain. We had a chain, thick ass chain. And my step pops, he had a big ass lock that was made of some titanium steel. It wasn't no regular master lock. This motherfucker was a big, solid, metal, durable, heavy duty. It was one of them type of locks. It was brand new. It was up there on the cabinet. There wasn't nobody using the keys and shit. So I said, I'm putting this shit together. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go steal the lock from this nigga. I'm gonna put that lock on this big ass chain. We finna lock this bitch down. I said, hey, bro, look, let's get all this shit together up in here, bro, because this ain't, we can't go out like no hoes. You niggas just sitting around eating shit, fucking these bitches. We need to tighten this game up in this spot, bro. If I'm gonna fuck with y'all, but I'm gonna fuck with y'all anyway, but I'm gonna think, nigga. From here on out, I'm gonna think about how we gonna roll. Because I would come and get my work off in this spot too. Late night. Like I said, I live across the street. Cat a corner, kind of like that way. I said, let's get all these guns up out of here. I said, if we tote iron, we gonna tote one iron. We had a sunbird broken down outside in the driveway. Dirt bucket, that nigga used to ride and shit. He didn't ride no more, it was kind of like broke down. But I said, we'll take the sawed off. Had a sawed off pump. I said, we'll take that, we'll put that in a sunbird. Then we'll keep one thing up in here. But this nigga had a whole pillowcase full of things. So when he got all that shit up out of there, we could have had something bigger than what the fuck we ended up keeping in there. These niggas decided to keep a motherfucking baby 380. Yeah, boy, you get that shit to a motherfucking 15-year-old. Motherfucking kids running around with Deuce Fabs and 380s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, it wasn't no riot pump. It wasn't the one that was built, hand thing shit pump. It was whacked off. So it was sawed off arm, stock, sawed off barrel. So it wasn't even built to be like that. Nigga, somebody made it like that, but it was 8 shots. You know what I'm saying? But that's the bitch we should have kept in the house, but it was like if they would have hit that bitch, it was too big to kind of like tuck. But we needed some shit to where we can kind of like shit move around with it, or it wouldn't really be shit, but a punk ass pea shooter or something like a motherfucker, little nigga shit. But a 380 will kill you. A 380 will knock your shit back. You know what I'm saying? It's sawed off 12 gauge. Yeah, sawed off 12 gauge. So we got that in the sunbird. So I cleaned the spot up. I said, get all this goddamn cocaine, get these crumbs and shit off these tables and shit. Scrape that shit. Nigga scraped all the crumbs. Nigga ended up with a couple $1,000s worth of dope to bag up to get off, and that was just in crumbs. But get all them extra ratchets out of here. So the nigga we ended up taking the guns. He ended up taking the guns on the other side of the city. And then we ended up, we put the pump in the sunbird and shit like that. We held on to the 380 and shit like that. But I always told it. I used to have this brace I used to keep on my back because I always used to have to stand up and bust down this shit at that motor plant, at that water pump plant and shit like that. So I kept a brace on my back. But I found out that brace came in handy and I could use it as a holster. So I had a long nose 38. You know what I'm saying? Dirt, old school ratchet, dirty ratchet. Rusty gat. boy, bullshit with you niggas. Boy, I ended up, I don't know, I bought that motherfucker from somebody, but I kept a 6-shot 38, old nasty motherfucking 38. And I used to always I moved with that, you know what I'm saying? And I had some steel toe boots that you could see the steel in the toes, oil and shit in the shit. I stayed in work clothes. I stayed dressed down and shit. I stayed dirty, like oily, like work shit, but I stayed with the shit though. And I would had bust somebody's ass if they would have got wrong, cause I was scared. Yeah, I'm a scary motherfucker, but I'm dangerous scary. You know, always been like that as a little nigga. So I always told if I'm gonna pull up, I keep a, you know what I'm saying? I keep it ratchet. But if them niggas was in there, I wanted them to be able to not, you know what I'm saying, go down like no suckers. Just like just being dumb, big and stupid. Like, nah, nigga, be smart, you know. So I locked the door, put the lock on the door. We got the chain now on the gate. So now you can't even get in. If a motherfucker wanted to get in, we had to unlock the door, and then put the key in the big lock. The lock had two keys, so two niggas always had control of the door to get in and out that motherfucking house. You know? Firebirds, right. Them sunbirds and thunderbirds and shit. No, it was a sunbird, a little bitty. It was a little two-door sunbird, little Buick type of little two-door, little gray, little do dirt, old school. So we ended up getting all the shit out of there and shit like that. And we was in there one night, and then we put chicken wire on all the windows. The house is boarded up, but it's boarded up from the inside. It ain't boarded from the outside, because usually they board shit down from the outside where you can't really throw a firebomb in there, because they was good for that back in the days. They would firebomb you to get you out of the game. If they felt like you was booming harder than they was booming, then they'll just bomb your shit. They'll just throw a firebomb through your window and burn you out. Now the trap shut down. They got to go somewhere else now. The house on fires, and it's a known spot for booming. But once they know there ain't no doping in the game in there, it was burnt out. You know, nigga, get the fuck on. So we had it boarded from the inside, but a nigga didn't know, you know, that it was really boarded from the inside, or a nigga thought that they could really get in from the outside. But from the outside, you know, we had chicken wire. You know, the little wire shit that you got the little circles, but like for chickens, to keep chickens in the, you know, it's wire, but it's not really bars, but you know, chicken wire, but it can catch like a metal net. So if you was to throw a bottle, a Molly Cough cocktail, it would hit the chicken wire, it would probably start burning the wall, but it wouldn't come in and burn. It would probably burn from the outside. Nigga could, you know, whatever. But you wasn't gonna just smoke, you wasn't gonna just burn a nigga out with a nigga up in there or whatever. So the trap was chicken wired up. It was a judge that was an actual judge that stayed next door to this trap. And niggas was some bold niggas to roll next door to a judge. But the judge played like, nigga, I don't even see you niggas. And I don't want no problem. I live here. I own this shit. I've been here for years. You know, because that, back then, like, you know, living in that place, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a real sacred thing. You know, people, great-grandmamas and family bloodlines, it was deeper than just a nigga wanting to be tough and be one of these, and you could die playing and shit. And then, you know, it wasn't like me and my niggas would try to, you know, fuck the judge up, but the judge was like, shit, I'm a judge, you know, you ain't in my court, but nigga, we live right next door to you. We booming out this bitch. But it wasn't no loud music. You know, a little bit of loud music. It was always rolling, dope fiends pulling up right next door to this nigga. But that nigga didn't trip. But anyway, so one night, we was sitting up in that bitch. And now, we done got all the guns out the house. And I'm sitting up in that bitch that night. I'm sitting up in that bitch. I ain't even got the 38 on me. I ain't even got the ratchet on me. You know, I just ended up stepping over there. But I know we got a little 380 or something up in there and shit like that. And I know we got that shit outside in that car and shit. So the niggas we was in that motherfucker listening to Andre Nicotina. Back to back, tripping. That that Dre Dog. Yeah, we was in that motherfucker listening to Andre Nicotine, that Dre Dog, Hate You With a Passion. Right? So we got that bitch, we playing it, little kids on the street with a nose full of boogers. Right? So we in this motherfucker, right? And the next thing you know, nigga hit the porch. Boom, 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 because the porch was raggedy as fuck, wooden stairs. And you could hear a nigga stepping, squeaking, and you know what I'm saying? So niggas hit this porch. Big nigga, your weight and all that shit. So we hear you. 4, 5 steps. They on the porch now. Nigga hit the door. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga like, who is it? Nigga holler, Detroit police. Nigga said, hell no. So the nigga said, hit the lights. The nigga hit the lights. Nigga looked out the window and was like, who out there? You know what I'm saying? We're like, who out there? Like, nigga, ain't no Detroit police out there. So the nigga, no, my nigga, that nigga went to the door and he opened the door. Once he got the bamming on the motherfucker, the nigga opened the door. He hollered Detroit police, and then he looked. My nigga shut the door. Because remember the steel gate up there. And it's got the chain with the big boy lock on it. So the nigga can't even get in this motherfucker, right? But my nigga opened the door because he used to serve and shit. So nigga hit the door, he opened the door, nigga serving. So, but when nigga opened the door, he hollered Detroit police. My nigga shut it. Hit the lights. Knocked the light bulb out. We look out the window, ain't no motherfucking squad car out there, ain't no raid van, ain't no narco car, ain't none of that shit outside. So nigga, this is a motherfucking Jack Boys, right? Now remember, I told you about that nigga came from around the corner, asking about when the last time we got raided, right? So it was them niggas. So I'm like, ain't no motherfucking police out there. So I'm like, well, nigga, where the 380 at? Who got the thing? Now the lights out, niggas searching for the thing. Now niggas gotta find the thing in the dark. Kind of like in the dark, but a little bit like whatever kind of light it was. Now I don't know what the fuck. So I'm just know I'm in the dark. We being ambushed by some niggas. I don't know how many niggas out there. They can't get in. And they ain't leaving. So these motherfuckers holler, y'all better do something. So the nigga ran off the porch. You can hear the nigga stepping down off the porch. He holler, y'all better do something. I'm like, nigga, y'all better do something. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Like, nigga, don't you know we keep a lot of shit in here? We had enough shit in there where we could have both had 2 of them, nigga. We had 6 of them, nigga, getting that whatever the fuck way we needed to. Nigga over here with 2 of them, we could have been all through there with with a lot of shit on the nigga's ass. So a nigga had to been high and bold and broke and desperate to come through there like that night. But the nigga didn't know that we moved all that shit out of the house like that. But we kept something. That little bitch ass 380. So the nigga ended up, he ended up finding the 380 and shit like that. So the nigga holler, y'all better do something. When the nigga holler, y'all better do something, he ran off the porch. He ran around the side of the house. On this side of the house, ain't nothing over there but a vacant lot. 2 vacant lots in this nigga mama house, which is 2, 3 vacant lots down right here. So his mama house right there. My mama house is across the street, diagonal right there. 2 houses across the street like that. But we in the hood, but we in our own shit. And we into some shit. But whoever this nigga is, he now on the window. So he trying to pull the chicken wire off. He put his foot up on the wall and he trying to pull the chicken wire to crawl. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. That was crazy. I'm like, this nigga, I know them niggas around that motherfucker down in blocks and shit. Them niggas must have been smoking. They had to have been smoking. They had to be high or something. I don't know what the fuck they was on. Or desperate for some money. They needed something. But my nigga Big Dame, he found the 380 and shit like that. So he popped through the window, like he popped outside through the wood, through the shit, to get the nigga off the wall, to get the nigga from crawling through the window. He hollered, y'all better do something. So, we bust like 3 shots, nigga, da. Next thing you know, nigga got the fuck on. So he might have ran through the field. I don't know where the nigga ran, but nigga, we let off a few shots and it was quiet. And I was like, okay, cool. So we waited for a minute. I was like, fuck that. So I ran across the street to go grab, the little shit I had. My nigga hit the trunk, grabbed the pump. So now we out there. So now I'm back. I got the shit. We got the trunk open. He got the shit. We still got the 380 and shit. Probably got a couple of them in there still or whatever. So now we just tripping now, like damn. You know what I'm saying? But more of the story, a motherfucker didn't get nothing that night. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't put the lock in the bars, if I didn't put the lock on the chain on the bar door on the bars in front of the door and shit like that, the niggas would have came in that night. And if they would have got in there on us, most definitely they would have popped something. So we probably wouldn't even been in this motherfucker. It wouldn't even been no going to jail later on and, shit like that and all that old bullshit. Cause nigga probably would have got on us that night. So, but it was a good thing that I had kind of woke up my game up a little bit, woke these niggas game up and kind of like tighten up the game. Cause we was prepared for Jack Boys, but we was also really mainly prepared for the rollers, buy some time. Because we knew that we wasn't gonna have that much work in there, and if we did have some work, it wasn't gonna be no resemblance of work, and everything had to be a tight situation where we couldn't be just like slipping in this motherfucker like that. But we, was known for being in there and shit like that, man. And it was cool. So that night was a hell of a night. Shortly after that night, I ended up getting the fuck on. Somehow I think I ended up wiggling. No, I didn't. I was still down and shit. I was still down. I was working and shit like that. I was still, we still rolling. But now I'm knowing, okay, these niggas hitting the spot. I'm like, okay, the spot is hot. Motherfuckers trying to jack. I'm like, the shit is serious around this bitch. And it's going down. But no, I think after that, I think I did wiggle. I ended up working a little bit and I ended up going back home because I was always back and forth. I gotta go fuck with my grandmama because we ain't gonna just leave grandmama like that down there in Cali and shit like that. Cause mama up here, my great grandmama house, that was my great grandmama house. And my great granddaddy, they bought that house back in the 1908, 1900s, late 1800s. Yeah, old slaves. I'm like, nigga, how fucking you niggas sound like, nigga? Now I'm talking about old slaves, nigga. Old slave spirits. Hell yeah, man. So, but I got my grandmama down here. She with these crazy motherfuckers. So I gotta come ride with grandmama too. Grandmama on some gangster shit, but she by herself. Can't leave my grandmama like that, So I'm always coming back to fuck with my grandmama. And I got folks and shit. I got women and shit like that out there. I got a lifestyle, I'm living this shit state to state, city to city. I'm coast to coast. I'm fucking with shit 3, 4, 5 ways. So I was good with it. And they knew. Where you going? I make my decision. I'm finna go holler at grandmama. Oh, you going? Yeah, I'll be back. I ain't finna leave mama either. I know I gotta go fuck with mama because she around some savages. So I gotta keep my eyes on these niggas and motherfuckers around my people, man. Around the world. You know what I'm saying? If I could help it. So, and then I gotta get a motherfucker off my trail. You hear me? Because I can't let a motherfucker think they know me and shit. Like, nah, nigga. And then these niggas is dumb. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So, I'm out of town and shit. I'm back in Cali now and shit. And, so what happened was a lady came to the trap one day. This is a story that my niggas told me and shit like that. This is a story my mama told. Cause like I said, my mama lived across. She could see the trap. She right across there. Boy, she looked dead at a nigga. Boy, she looked dead at a nigga down there at the trap. So it was a lady that came one day. Now this after the fact, I showed the niggas the game or whatever, so they know how to roll. I could rest assured that these niggas ain't just no goofy ass niggas doing sucker shit and being in a bullshit situation, like, but the nigga sharp. I try to sharpen niggas' tools. Hey, them rankles, yeah, I was thinking about them today, man. I said we supposed to have them rankles, but shit, ain't nobody tripping. I just, shit, fuck it, man. I just said, man, I ain't gonna worry about them and shit. I was thinking about it today, though. Shit, man. Supposed to have them, Supposed to have them, man. But I ain't gonna trip. I got my mind on the prize. I'm fucking with some bands right now. Like I ain't tripping on nothing with some money. Like motherfucker, I got some real shit popping, and I ain't really sweating small shit or nothing else outside of nothing that's like my focus is. You know what I'm saying right now. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what it's supposed to be and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let the good times roll. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like shit, man. Fuck, my fuck ain't sweating. I ain't sweating nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the money. You hear me? Not no make believe shit. Not no make believe. Not no if ands and buts and all that old maybe and all those shit. The real deal. You hear me? So yeah, I got my eyes on the prize and shit like that. But man, some bitch pulled up and went up in there. And like I say, you know, motherfucker like New Jack City, you know, you come in that motherfucker hit something if you want to. So the bitch pulled up. I guess she had some paper. And she went up in there because, you know, if you hit something and you got more paper on you, because ain't no sense of buying something, going back somewhere else, and you still got paper. Now you high and you locked up, but you over there, but you tweaking, but you can't think. And then now you got another motherfucker gonna think for you. You hear me? So the money going where the mind is fucked up at. Wherever the mind get fucked up, that's where the money stop at. The money stops where the motherfucker get high at. If you get high, you get scared. If you get scared, you hear me? You kind of get fucked up where you get scared and tweaking. You get where you get high. You know what I mean? Kind of like, so no, don't buy shit and go get high. Don't get scared nowhere, bitch. Don't get scared over there, bitch. You get scared over here. That's how niggas, you hear me? And you could, you know, yeah, you can sit down and shit like that. So if you got $300-400 and you buy you a few stones, you gonna fire them up right there because you gonna get scared. And you gonna be safe because the nigga ain't gonna, you know, you gonna smoke until you know, you don't wanna smoke until you leave, until you come down or get calm or, you know, whatever the fuck. So, you know, the bitch was in there and the bitch came, she bought some shit and she smoking and shit in the spot. And, you know, the bitch fucked around and got high and shit, came outside. The bitch fucked around and had a seizure. So I guess they was outside working on some cars or something. And the bitch was, you know, in and out the house. You know, she was posted up around the track. And the bitch came out and hit her head on the hood of the car and all that old bullshit. The bitch leaking, the bitch having a seizure, and the bitch high. And so they called 911 for the bitch. Matter of fact, I think my mama and them said they called in for the bitch or something. I'm in California. I don't know what happened. I'm just telling you the story that they told me. Yeah, because the trap was there. The trap was the motherfucker. The trap was hot. Mm-hmm. So the bitch out there seizing, she leaking, she had. The police already know it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so what they did was they called the ambulance for her. So what they did was they stopped the ambulance and they got the ambulance out and they sent another ambulance for the bitch. They told them to wait because that bitch could have died because they was like, this the time to hit the spot. But I don't know that all these other stories and shit these niggas was telling me and shit like that had already been had already been transpired and shit. But they when the ambulance pulled up for the bitch, the raid team jumped out that bitch, ran up in that motherfucker. They said it was a 22 rifle up in that bitch. Them niggas took the rifle, broke that bitch in half, and they told the motherfucker up. They, you know, they looking for some shit, but it wasn't shit because, you know, the niggas sharpening tools. So, so the spot ended up getting the spot was all bad with the spot because after that had happened, before that happened to that lady, they had already came through. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, they ride around in them little Crown Vics and shit, and them burgundy motherfucking Vics and shit like that. And them was them narco boys. Them was some dirty niggas like, them was the type of nigga pull up on you, put a mag in your face, put it to your throat, talk to you crazy, and they'll let you know, nigga, like that nigga on, what's that movie? Boys in the Hood. Was it Boys in the Hood? What was that movie where that nigga pulled that nigga over, put that motherfucking 38 to his neck, telling him, I'll blow your goddamn Do him all kind of ways. Yeah, you want to roll in 60 niggas, ain't you? Yeah, one of them type, yeah, them type of niggas. Dirty motherfuckers. So they had already got on and told me we coming in and shit. We gonna get on your ass. They hiding out, parked outside and all this shit. So they ended up coming through that motherfucker. They, they get busy and shit. So that spot had shut down and shit like that. So by the time I had made it back to the city and shit like that, that spot was no good. And I think it had caught on fire. Somebody burnt that motherfucker up. It was on fire. It had got burnt up. So that's how uh that's how the saga got started with, all the stuff. And so when I ended up making it back and shit like that, that was no good no more. So I'm like, well shit. So what niggas doing now and shit like that? And I could always go back home and what I'm saying, get a job here and there. But I was still working and shit and making moves, and I had changed jobs and got better jobs and shit like that. But some good, pretty good, decent jobs to stay out the way and be a productive member to society and shit like that. Cause I always like to have a job and shit like that to do, when I'm out there. And yeah, but I fuck with my folks and shit, man, and we ended up moving around and shit in the city and shit like that. Some shit over here, some shit over there. Motherfucker went uptown and shit. Motherfucker went down the block and shit a lot of ways. A little couple miles down and shit like that, and ended up down up in there. Now we trapping out a motherfucking old white man house. He an ex-police officer and shit. He in there with about 10 white bitches. They all mainly bitches. They on heroin and motherfucking coke and shit. But they out there on the blade and shit, so they working the blade. They coming in and out the house. The white boy cop nigga, he fucking with the bitches. And the bitches underneath the shit. The bitches looking manly. They bitches looking real rough. And my nigga in and out of that motherfucker. So the boys ended up pinpointing them motherfucker. They ended up knowing about that space. It was a real live house, but they was, it was the kind of place that it was shit. You got white girls, white boys. So it was just hot. They ran up on him, you know what I'm saying, and he swallowing packs, and they robbed him for some bands and shit like that, let him go, and it was getting deep around the city and shit. It was like the walls was closing in on niggas, It was like the walls were closing in. So, when I end up going back and shit, and then I'm over there with them, motherfuckers was tripping. So like I said, he was saying, okay, we way out of town now, way over there and shit. And Unc say, Unc from the city and shit like that. But Unc had a good job and shit. Unc was working for the Ford motor plants and shit like that. Unc was making decent money, but Unc liked to get loaded. So that's how we ended up out there in that city and shit, man. And when we got, and then after that, like I say, this nigga went haywire and shit, but then after that, shit, this nigga, I guess he kept on going and shit, man, and did whatever he kept on wanting to go on and do and shit. And, I ended up talking to him and shit a couple times, and, he had some sense and shit, but he was still rolling and shit, and, motherfucker called me, asked me for some motherfucking kilos and some bricks and all that old type of shit. I cussed his ass out. Yeah, I cussed him out, man, because, for one, nigga, I didn't like the way you got down, you know what I'm saying, with the sucker shit, and, left me and some shit, said I was, said kind of pissed me off, so I kind of got kind of mad and shit. I told him, man, I ain't got time for that bullshit. I ain't even, nigga, hell no, nigga. You come calling me later on down the road asking me about some bricks and some shit, nigga, fuck no, nigga. I know some niggas that did, but you talking about some motherfucking shit, nigga. I don't even know. I wasn't even fucking with the game like that, but I was in my section, but not on no, but I knew some, but I was in my, what I'm saying, zone and shit. I ain't, nah, nigga. And you dumb than a motherfucker, because they say you didn't went crazy, you did, yeah, you doing all this and that type of crazy shit, so, nigga, hell nah, nigga, yeah, shit, you that call some Mexicans, yeah, nigga, call Pablo, nigga, that's what you do, hell yeah, nigga, call Pablo and them, and ask them niggas and try to hook up with the, go on, why don't you go over there, yeah, nigga, with the Puerto Ricans and them and that, call, what's them niggas' name, Call Julio and them, nigga. Hell yeah, you talking about this? Call me, nigga. Matter of fact, hell no, don't even call me. But I ended up talking to him one night. Last time I talked to him, he was like, "Man, I ain't gonna never stop rolling." I was like, "Damn, bro, you ain't got no job or nothing? No, fuck a job, nigga. You know me." I'm sitting outside right now. This nigga's talking to me and shit. This nigga phone ringing like my phone jumping. He's like, "Yeah, I got an AR pistol on me, nigga. Bank rolls, got some money on you and shit." I was like, "Yeah, look good, sound good." I was like, "Where you in the trap?" "No, I ain't no trap. It's different. Yeah, I'm outside now. I'm in the car. I'm just sitting out here answering the phone. Motherfuckers pulling up, and I'm sticking and moving." I'm like, "Oh, okay. You didn't caught on. You didn't caught on to the real shit, yeah, nigga. Ain't no sitting ducks, nigga. Ain't no way, nigga. You can still be a sitting duck, nigga, after all these years. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit get old. It was shit. That shit played out, got old then. So I knew, this shit had to been played out for a nigga, man. But he he ended up I was talking to him and shit, and then he was trying to get some more shit. Then, "Hey man, can you do this and that?" I said, "Oh no, man." I said, "I can't be doing nothing. I don't even know nobody." I kind of shut it down, but I wasn't cussing him out. At first, I started cussing his ass out when I talked to him earlier with some years before. But then I was just glad to talk to him after. So when he started asking me, plugging me and shit, who got the cheapest, because you can get it for a little bit lesser than, a nigga way up there, a little bit better work, we down there, Cali and shit like that. So I said, "No, man, I'm out the game, man." Hell yeah. Boy, I done retired, boy. I don't know nobody, bro. I don't know nobody. I ain't got nothing or nothing. Then my dumb ass brother, he's sitting there listening to the conversation and shit. "Who you on?" I said, "Yeah, my bro right here and shit." "Oh yeah, who was that?" Such and such. He lit. He off the drink. He get on the phone. "What's up, bro?" I'm thinking this nigga, he just gonna holler at the nigga because he throwback, old school and shit. Holler at the nigga. This nigga get on the phone like he him. Like, he tell the nigga, "Hey, well, this nigga like, man, fuck what I'm talking about." So he get on the phone with this nigga. He telling him and shit. "Yeah, I can, yeah, nigga, I can do it." But what shit? I make some calls. I can make it. I said, "Man, you dumb in the motherfucker. Man, get your dumb ass off the phone with this nigga. Can you do it, man? I'm just trying to do something. I'm trying to do." "Oh man, I could try to buy." "So what happened with your brother, man?" He said, I said, "Man, that motherfucker don't know nothing about no shit like that." Yeah, I said, "That motherfucker was jaws. That motherfucker was just lit drunk talking on the motherfucking phone. Nigga, ain't nobody got no shit like that going on. Right? Man, I thought he said he was gonna be." I said, "Man, you thought, nigga." Fuck is you talking about? I told you, nigga, this shit. Don't nobody do that, bro. This nigga work every day, bro, with this motherfucking kids, this girl. Ain't nobody rolling around this motherfucker, man. And then shit, last time I seen it, I checked him out on Facebook. The nigga got caught up in some motherfucking trap. Some motherfucking house, motherfucker ran up in there on him. And they hit the spot or something. And he ended up in bad shape. Then I looked at him, he was on Facebook. Motherfucker the nigga was in a wheelchair. I said, "Boy, motherfucker, boy, motherfucker done broke his goddamn legs. Boy, motherfucker done ran his ass over with a car. I don't know what happened to him. The nigga was in a wheelchair, and then after that, um, that motherfucker was off Facebook for some years now. So I guess his ass back. But he had been back and forth. That motherfucker had been to the penitentiary, and he had been he had been caught up in all kind of shit. And so I guess they took his ass back up in that motherfucker, or that motherfucker dead or whatever. But I seen his family, some family members of his died and shit. He went nowhere to be seen and shit. And I guess they got his ass now somewhere and shit. That little motherfucker. But hell yeah. But that's the name of the game. You know, when you out there in the street. But I tell you, ain't nothing good gonna come to you. Ain't nothing worth it. And that's why I always stayed. You hear me? That's why I always stayed down. Hell yeah. That's why I always stayed down and stayed in my game and stayed in the game I was in. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit come with bad luck. That shit come with some janky shit. That shit come with some turmoil. Motherfuckers be thinking they be winning and shit. But they be, fucking off a lot of lives and shit. People lives get people get messed up lives, man. People be living in bad situations and stuff like that. You know, it get bad for people, man, when they out there on the streets and they be thinking they be doing this and that, thinking they rolling and all that old bullshit, and then they be out there. You know, man, people mess their kids. Man, people got their kids and shit out there, man, running behind them and all that old bullshit. And like I say, you know, the rollers, they out there. Hell yeah. And they gonna get you. It ain't if they gonna get you, it's when they get you. Because they gonna get your ass. So you know, we don't roll. Hell nah, we don't roll. We used to roll, nigga. Hell yeah, it sound good. I come up with a lot of ideas, bright ideas, but it never crossed my mind to step wrong in the game. I came up in this shit, man. I grew up in them type of houses and shit. Gunpowder, welfare checks, crack smoke and shit. I'll come up there. But see, I sharpened my game up. Boy, I sharpened my tools up. I sharpened my game up and all of those shit. Hell yeah. So I know how to go out and make something. I got credentials. Yeah. I can go out and make some shit pop off, man. And be satisfied with what little bit that I can get at that moment and make and earn for myself. And, you know, be satisfied with just little, you know, because a nigga ain't never made $1 million. And even if he did, if you look at everybody else that made the millions, what's them niggas' names? Them Washington, D.C. niggas and El Chapo and them and shit. Who else them niggas is? What's them East Coast niggas? All them big time niggas, them West Coast niggas too. Them Oakland niggas. Millions, 2 million in a week, nigga. All of those shit. Cars, furs, bitches, and Rolls Royces. Nigga. Fuck is you talking to me out? Them niggas dead and stinking. If they didn't, they got sent up shit creek. And one of them motherfuckers sent their ass over to Leavenworth. State penitentiary. They go to the United States Penitentiary. Shit. Got their ass up in there. Felix Mitchell, nigga. Felix Mob Mitchell. Hell yeah. 1986, nigga. Real money. I ain't talking about no bullshit. That little shit they was fucking with, nigga, that was chicken shit. Nigga, that was chump change. That wasn't no money. That motherfucker couldn't even wet their whistle. That was that motherfucker. Well, shit, nigga fucking with killers and bits. And they got the short end of the stick. So no, nigga, I would never tell no nigga to do no. I wouldn't even encourage you to be no stupid nigga. But if you out there and you think you cute and you in the bullshit, you think nigga, they gonna bring you gonna get your hat brought to your ass, nigga, out there on the street. Yeah. We know how to field dress deers, right. Yeah, cause shit, you know, a nigga could, you know, you could do a lot of stuff in this world, man, to make you some money. Hell yeah, you could be lucrative. This motherfucker making millions of dollars on the motherfucking internet. If not hundreds of thousands or thousands of, hell yeah, motherfucker making that type of money, if you could make, you know, and you could be comfortable with, you know, the little shit that you get, that you earn. Some motherfucker go to work and make a decent, you know, couple bucks and try to, you know, make ends meet and all that bullshit. But you can do a lot of shit, man. You can get more earns, more lucrative earns, and you can get multiple streams of income, and you can wisen up. You ain't gotta hurt people, and you ain't got to do nothing illegal. Hell no. You can survive in this motherfucker like that. It's just, you know, you come up in these places and you come up around these people and you see this stuff and you hold on, you know, you try to hold on to little shit and these little, you know, chicken shit ass thoughts and hustles and, you know, little shit like that. But man, you can get you some real damn cabbage out here on these streets. And nigga, if I would have known that I could sell this game, and if I would have known that I could operate and work underneath, you know what I'm saying? When it was time, I would have been down and doing, you know, real shit. A nigga be so trapped up in their mind with that bullshit old school shit. Yeah, I'm old school. I'm OG on you niggas. But it's some little niggas out there that don't know nothing. And they just know that, you know, they see the little shit on TV. They listen to the nigga, you know, on the thing singing and shit. And they be thinking, this what it's gonna be. Man, that ain't shit. That ain't a damn thing. But motherfucker trying to get you hit, boy. Cause it's some opposites and shit out there. It's some, you know, some wicked motherfuckers that try to take you into darkness and keep you blind and shit, you know. But you gotta brighten up your horizons. You gotta open your eyes to this game, you know, so you can see. Because it ain't about no, you ain't got to be out there. Because it ain't gonna, and that shit ain't gonna last long. You know, a fast horse don't shit long, you know. If you do catch a motherfucker out there, they already been already hooked up. They already working with the people. You thinking they rolling and shit? They make rolling look good. Shit, them be the motherfucker. They'll use one motherfucker like that to go get 100 of you niggas. That motherfucker still rolling. You see how them motherfuckers still rolling? Shit. Well, them motherfuckers turning you niggas ass in left and right. You ain't wondering, damn, how I get hit, motherfucker, and wham the dough. You know I ain't even roll out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I wasn't even rolling. I wasn't even dying. Nobody even know I'm even, you hear me? But you forgot that motherfucker that came through there that bought a little bit from you. Or they might have sold you a little bit, you hear me? But you thinking that's, you know, that's cool. They, you know, they cool. Old school, you know, they been in the game. But what you fail to realize is they was an implant in the game. They was the eyes and ears for these other niggas to see your ass. That's how they keep coming to get you niggas. Nigga been rolling 20, 30 years, didn't even know. Finally got a chance to let this punk motherfucker come through. Desperate nigga, some bands, life in shambles. I'll go and make a play with this motherfucker right quick. The motherfucker that got the whole play on microphone. Audio, video, got the wire on your ass. You been rolling for 30, nigga. But you don't know. Because at some point you get blind. Even with your eyes, you 20/20 vision, nigga. And at some point you get blind in this shit. Because you don't know what's coming. You can't see too much. At some point it get dark. It get dark with clear vision, man. You hear me? You can't be desperate in the wrong way. But you got to be desperate for the right thing in the right way. Even if you got to take a couple hits, because sometimes you know, motherfucker might take a few hits in this game, and it be a driving force to get you out of clarity, to put you in darkness, to put you back out. You know, you'll give up on yourself. That way, yeah, motherfuckers be trying to get you to give up. Hell yeah, but I ain't gonna give up till a motherfucker die. See, so I be telling these motherfuckers, y'all can keep on doing what you keep doing what you're doing, man, and it don't matter to me. Don't matter to me none. Motherfucker just hit a lick on my shit. My motherfucker just robbed me for, tried to rob me for $100 and something. Man, ain't nothing. Yeah, I got some people that can catch it. Hell yeah, motherfucker catch you dead in your track. Sure will. And stop your ass and show me another way to get my shit. I can still make moves. I ain't tripping. I ain't pressed for this shit, man. Not to the point where I'm gonna press myself out this motherfucker. Hey, these niggas done robbed me 3-4 times. As driving force to go where? Motherfucker know I'm legit. Nigga, I'm too legit to quit, nigga. So where you think I'm going? I ain't finna go nowhere back to the drawing board. I'ma stay down. Niggas countdown shit. 9 o'clock right now. 10, 11, 12 on the east side. It's up there. It's showtime. Hell yeah. Showtime like motherfucker. 30 days. We back in the game. I'm gonna keep rolling. And I done seen niggas get some money on this motherfucker. It ain't that much money. But I done seen niggas count bands on this internet. And not just this internet. And if a nigga did count bands off one thing on the internet, bitch, I got 6 things on the internet. Bitch, that's 6 bands. I seen a nigga break his ass for 6 bands. I ain't gonna stop this way. I'm gonna get this shit all kind of vibe. I'm going all over the world. And I'm okay with a little bit of something. Cause I could, I can elevate my game. But I ain't gonna risk my life. I ain't desperate. I ain't that motherfucker. And I ain't high. You know? Cause you ain't gonna sidetrack me. You ain't gonna take nothing from me. And I'm satisfied. And this shit temporary any motherfucking way. This ain't forever, nigga. I just want to put a little bit of change in my pocket while I'm sitting around, having fun and shit like that. I ain't trying to do too much. A lot of these niggas hoarding. Shit, bitch. I'll go spend some money. Have fun, nigga. While you out here, you getting money. Sitting on your ass and waiting and all playing. And nigga, I'm living this shit, man. But I'm living this shit for real. Because it's not a dream. And I'm going to do it to the end. You hear me? But I ain't sweating the small shit. I ain't going for no setups. And I ain't finna be looking, tripping. I ain't, worried and shit. I was sitting up there, slept, rest in peace, and rest with the heat. You hear me? Across your chest and all of those shit. I gotta tote that motherfucking shit. I gotta burn, nigga. I'm shot, fucking around there. Now you had shit. You gotta hit this nigga. Now you done stole something. He come to buy something. You done took something. You hear me? You can't sleep, them kids. Yeah, shit, boy, you nervous? Your system it messes your chemicals up a thing. Hell yeah, boy, it messes your chemical. Boy, you fuck around and get a chemical imbalance. Boy, you fuck around and get a chemical imbalance up in this motherfucker, man. You just, you get you some money. I'm shit. I didn't mind driving trucks. Hell, like I said, I made $3,500 one week. Shit, I'm down in Miami with bad bitches. I know they mad. They motherfuckers don't see me counting bands. I could just say you did it 4 weeks straight. What's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, and 5, 2, 14,000 in the company of a good bitch. So why the fuck I want to talk to a sad bitch and a manipulating mother that's trying to stop me? That hate to see me coming, nigga. And I was counting money before I even did that. And the motherfucker hated to see me do that. So, bitch, you a hater. You ain't never encouraged me to boss up and think. And do some arithmetic, bitch, and learn. You ain't no studier. But you didn't study, but your skills don't pay the bills. Bitch, you gotta go out there and, do punk shit. You still ain't used your mind. Hate to see a nigga like me coming. Motherfucker, that's what I tell you. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. And I ain't lying to you niggas. Real life TV still going strong. Right. They don't want me now, man. You know they don't want me out in this motherfucker, man, kicking game. Because I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna sugarcoat this shit. I ain't trying to highlight the game. I'm just trying to tell you how stupid I was in it. I was as dumb as a... Hey, I was as dumb as a box of goddamn rocks. I just wish I had the knowledge that I got today. I wish I had, earlier. But I wasn't around no intelligent people, man. I've been riding Greyhound buses, and every time I pull up to a city on that Greyhound, and I'm in the ghetto. And I'm around niggas more ignorant than a motherfucker. I ain't lying. I done drove a car. Well, I done jumped in the goddamn car and drove it all the way over to Philadelphia. And I got over there and I met some motherfuckers. Boy, I met some motherfuckers in Philadelphia. It's crazy. I met a motherfucking Puerto Rican nigga with a shit bag on his stomach. They call him G.I. Joe. And he was as crazy as motherfucker. He was crazier than 3 niggas. And G.I. Joe pushed that dope, but it wasn't nothing. Everybody on the block pushed dope. Ain't no such thing as a backyard. It was brick city, nigga. When I look out the back window, when I look out the bedroom window, I see a brick wall to another brick on the other side of it. You hear me? I go around the corner and get me something, a Swisher, a Philly, something to roll up, something, an Elegante or something like that, to roll up some shit. Shit, they got the weed in the store. 6 different streams of income. Yeah, you want more than that, 12. Keep going, because they coming, but you set it up. You ain't no stupid nigga, man. We don't do nothing wrong. Like I say, we got the credentials to go out and create and work. If we gonna make something shape. But it's so many thieves, crooks. They didn't hire illegals. And in Chicago, they don't just do illegal runs. I learned the other day on the internet, they've been giving them illegals fake licenses, CDLs out of Chicago too. They did a sweep in Indiana, 146 trucks. That's a whole fleet. That's two companies. Mm-hmm. Took them off the road. I didn't do the fake shit, bro. I didn't pay for no fake nothing, bro. I studied hard, man, and I worked hard. And then when I got with them crooks and them shiesty motherfuckers, you leaning on illegals, you leaning on shit. Bitch, why don't you go to them companies and crack down? Why don't you go to them companies and shut down because you in it too? Because they paying you. Them billion-dollar companies. You don't think you making millions? That's how y'all fueling. Everybody desperate right now. Don't get desperate on my blood, in my life, in my soul, my heart. I think I put my heart and soul into this shit. On reality, I fuck with real white boys. Shit, I die in a motherfucking crash, nigga. But I ain't gonna die with no fake shit. I ain't gonna die because I faked it. And I didn't know how to operate this bitch underneath fakeism. I'll die a rider and a real nigga. I'm finna die no hoe, man. Ain't no lying ass fake nigga, man. Out here on this concrete. Bro was dropping lives from the 18-wheeler. Yeah, you know. For real. And they hated it, but I was live talking about suckers. Not just suckers. I was live, getting on the niggas' ass and, fucking with people. They fuck with me a little bit. I bothered them, they bothered me. Then I was bothering. I wasn't, But then some nights, it wasn't all about these niggas. Some night I, kick game on the road, And I throw cards. But lately, I ain't been throwing them like I should. I should be throwing them motherfuckers. But I gotta get back into my shit, man. But I know it's a field for me. I got so many fields, man. I can't even. It's one of me, man. I got 7, 8 different motherfucking things going. One nigga do this shit 8, 9 ways. It's only 24 hours in a day. And I gotta figure out a way to, Man, I try to be cool in my game. But then it be these implant bitches and niggas that be doing it. And they be fucking with my energy. So instead of me focus on my shit, I have to take the time out to, okay, hold on. So what you saying? And, try to keep up with bullshit and chicken shit niggas and bitches. But I don't like that shit, man. And I believe, I can, do better than what I'm doing. And I believe I'm going to do it. To take it to the next level, And that's why I got to block this shit out. I got to get these niggas and bitches out of there. That's why I was starting smashing on these niggas. And these bitches, 2026. That's why I had to cut some niggas. And I had to cut these bitches. I don't mean you no harm. I just don't want you in my motherfucking energy. I don't want to know you or nothing. Bitch, I want you to go. And I don't want you to watch me. Cause you like to watch me. But bitch, if you doing so much, but you love to fuck with it, bitch, you gonna pay to fuck with this guy. I know you don't want to pay me, but bitch, if you don't pay me, the game gonna check you for fucking with my game. Cause you supposed to be so far into another field. You hear me? So bitch, you should be listening to listen to a sucker. You don't fuck with me. But it go to show you gotta fuck with me. But you don't wanna fuck with me. So you gonna get punished. Cause the game gonna check you. The game gonna check you for doing that. You out there. But that's on you. Cause I told you don't do it. Now if you do it on your own, after I told you don't do that, don't fuck with it. And I'm gonna fuck with it anyway. Well, the game got a keen way of getting you niggas and bitches. That's all I can say. I seen it. I seen my attackers. I seen my bullshit niggas and bullshit bitches, man. I seen you niggas, man. you can't cheat the game. And you can't cheat success. And you can't cheat a successful motherfucker. Right? A nigga gonna roll. When he make room in his mind and he separate the bullshit from the real shit, because he ain't thinking about none of that. See, I ain't thinking about you. I ain't looking at you or nothing. I went over, took a look at you. I see you doing some chick poop butt motherfucker trying to be like me. That don't enthuse me, nigga. I want to be encouraged by a motherfucker. And the shit you doing ain't encouraging. We gonna sell souls. I wish I would. And I'll kick a motherfucker's ass. Or I see him sit up there and go out this bitch back asshole backwards. I sharpen niggas up. Motherfucker come around me giving up, acting like they don't want to roll, and they don't want to use the tools that God, you hear me? Because that's finna open the doors to bigger, blessings and shit. You ain't gonna always be no poop butt motherfucker. I sharpen my niggas up, and you better behave when you're out there on the motherfucking streets. That's me and my niggas. I don't set my niggas up wrong. I set them up the right way. If they get wrong, I gotta get their ass right. And I want them to be prestigious, and I want them to have some style and some motherfucking class and some elegance to their motherfucking ass. Hell yeah, because I know a sharp nigga. And one thing I can remember, a motherfucker told me, man, I love this motherfucking shit. I love this shop. You hear me? I love the fabrics, man. That's the last thing a nigga told me. And a motherfucker like you wasn't about shit. Because you was playing. You was steady taking shit. Bitch, you can't take my motherfucking life. And my heart and soul. Because you done already stole that shit. Now you're sitting there whining, bitch, about some shit you had full power. Now you trying to sell my soul to the same motherfuckers. I'll cut you. If I ain't gonna cut you, I'll cut your ass out and off and away. Get the fuck on. Boy, I ain't lying to you. And I know it's a little rough, but hey, tough love, nigga. Cause I got love for me, man. And guess what? I got to love me, man. I got to love me, you know, for real. Them Philly Bulls stormed down, right. Damn, not surprised, right. Cheap labor, right. Yeah, because they can get over on the motherfucking foreigners and get them a load for $1.13, $1.31 and send them down there. And they going to take it because they already illegal. They from out of town. They just trying to feed they niggas. And $1.13, when it add up, they thinking you hear me? So that's why the freight market fucked up with the illegal activities. They've been doing it for 5 years because the nigga that was in office let it happen with all this foreign ass underground shit. All these crashes and illegal U-turns in the middle of the interstate. I ain't never thought about doing no shit like that. I know that truck can't turn around like that. And I ain't taking no load for no dollar, nigga. Get your mammy in the motherfucker. Tell her to take it for $1. Mm-hmm. The freight market messed up. The climate didn't change. It ain't all this old bullshit. The money shifted, and no, it didn't. The foreigners done fucked it up with the illegal, and they getting paid. And the shippers and the receivers and the brokers is making them type of moves with these niggas. These niggas, yeah. For a nigga like me that did it with real white boys, and I hate for the fact that but shit, some niggas went over there and came up short, spent $300,000 on the motherfucking rig. Left up out of there, ain't got no rig. They pimping on everybody. It's a pimp out there, you hear me? So that's why I ain't tripping. I was set up to be pimped on and be used. Not just by these white boy truck motherfuckers. I was set up to be pimped and used by anything out there that can pimp and use on me. I'm being pimped and used right now. I can't get $1 on this motherfucker. According to the, you hear me? Until it's time to get back on and get the money. But, you know, if motherfuckers bless my soul, I'm gonna put a little bit of change in his pocket. But, motherfuckers get hit in the head and get robbed. There's robberies out here. It's gonna come with the game. But it's only so much you're gonna put up with, and it's gonna happen until you get sharp and say, okay, let me sharpen my tools. You know? Sharpen my tools. Let me do it the right way. And you know what I'm saying? Because we up there right now. But then you see this motherfucker ain't never went past 20. 20. Every time I come on this motherfucker, 20, 20, 20. Then I go somewhere else. They over there too. Let's stop that shit. Now nigga can't even sit down and eat some shit without even, you know what I'm saying? But it's small, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Like I said, they want to do something. Or will you take this class? They popped some shit up there today talking about, you got a community warning, not a strike, not a guideline shit. They said it was a community guidelines warning. You need to take a 7-minute class and talk and answer some questions, 7 questions, and you know, all of those bullshit. But you know, this shit gonna get big. I'm gonna always be who I am, especially when we touching bases on situations and shit that catch their eye. Cause I see something happen to a great motherfucker when the popularity is high, and I catch the algorithm like I catch a wave, like a surfer. You hear me? Ride this motherfucker, ride your back like a motherfucking mule, nigga. Like a surfboard, nigga, on an ocean wave out here on these streets. One way happy, right. What's up, one way? We see you. 24-inch gauge, divide and grab that bag, right. It's almost midnight in the dirty, right. That's what I'm saying. Well, it's almost, that's what I said, on the east side, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Y'all niggas out there, bro. It's ball game time. And then we're going to pick back up. They ain't going to be able to stop us. They just making it look like that. It's just another attack on the psychological. That's why a lot of this shit is psychological warfare. If I can help it out, you know. But I'm gonna ride with the shit. Nigga, this real life TV, nigga. This one thing ain't gonna stop. All the other shit don't mean nothing. It's all secondary, thirdary, fourthary, fifth and sixth dairy. This is first. It's number one, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when I started, you know what I'm saying, I've been working on this for a while, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I didn't took a lot of hits and shit. I had ups and downs in this game. But I can do it the right way. But I ain't gonna kiss no nigga ass and shit. I'm not gonna be, bitch, I know you. I know you ain't shit. I know your people ain't shit. I'm just one of the niggas that recognize it. And my bloodline identify what I'm talking about. And I see you as who you is. I mean, you might not be your granddaddy and all that shit. You might not want to, you hear me? But it's somewhere in your blood, in your DNA, your niggas is still doing my niggas. You hear me? And you still evil, angry, and you still plotting on it. If you can get us, but it's sharp niggas, you don't want them. When I was driving trucks, you was hating. I was making decent money. I wasn't selling no motherfucking shit. I wasn't stealing. I didn't hit nobody. I ain't snatched nothing from nobody. I ain't jacked you. I ain't put that iron in your face, nigga. I don't break in houses. I don't rob the communities. I don't attack innocent people. I stay the fuck away from people, man. And a motherfucker cause a fight will try to start. You hear me? Yeah, niggas like, I don't even deal with shit. You know, I'm out there in them streets. I ain't lying to you niggas, man. Yep. I got tricks up my sleeve. And there's more than one way to skin a cat. And when you think you gonna do me all kind of way, I've been and went somewhere and bossed up on some other shit. I'm gonna keep going. I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna get some paper. You know? But I'm gonna keep talking to my people. I'm an influencer. Whether you try to minimize my influence, I'm just gonna let them influence a couple people. Because if you notice, I'm in here with my niggas. Where the outside niggas at? They ain't none. Why? Because we can't let this nigga shape niggas up. Why? Because they feeding off you ignorance. That's how my niggas got hit. That's how they got me. That's how they almost tried to, they almost killed me. So did. And I was out there in them streets. But now I can help people and influence them from getting hit. I could show the world wickedness. And when I was in them trucks, them woods, and they knew who I was, but they knew I loved the game. They knew I loved the roll, but they knew I wasn't for the shit. I didn't deal with that shit. Bitch ass niggas wanted to hit the road and do what I was doing, but they couldn't handle it. They back couldn't take it. They mind couldn't, they had to go. They turned secretary, they played girl. They hate a nigga like me, man. And I love this shit, but I'm who I am. So who I am is more powerful than what you wanted to be. So that's what made you angry. And that's what made you want to attack. You know, I ain't tripping. I just don't like that type of shit. That's why I got in the field. So I could roll. Without a nigga talking to me every 5 minutes. Hey, we gotta pick up. We gotta nigga just tapping me on my way. We got to. You gotta nigga shut your bitch ass up. Get out of my face, nigga. So I got in the field to be able to be on my own and do what I need to do. Nobody can tell me how to highway because you gotta remember I was a highway guy before I even got in there. I'm a specialist. Oh yeah, did I mention I'm a highway specialist? That's all right. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, we'll talk about me being a highway specialist a little bit later. Visualize what you can see. You can't see me. Right. Them boys pushing freight, piracy. Yeah, it's crazy out there, man, the way it's set up. But they cracking down, they out there, the money mess, it's different. And what I seen versus what, you know what I'm saying? And the type of money I made, whether if I was team driving or if I was solo, you know what I'm saying, I still knew, you know what I'm saying, with some cabbage. You know, it didn't get to the point where motherfuckers run up some real bands and then buy some shit and, get some shit and get some people out there and shit. You can build your own shit, if you want to deal with it like that. But, man, there's so many motherfucking ways to make some motherfucking money, man. Motherfucker ain't even tripping off that shit like that, bro. It's all ideas. It's all in mind. It's all about, what happens. And then when people know you on that frequency as a creator and as an establisher, as an inventor, because me and my granddaddy, my great granddaddy and all them niggas, well, we invented the reefer. Yeah, my great granddaddy invented that reefer to go on the trailer. Yeah. I got the paperwork. I got my niggas. It's on my community wall. You just go down, you'll see it. The newspaper article, that's my great grandfather right there on that thing. Oh, nigga. He the one that invented the reefer on the trailer. So it ain't about just jumping in, doing shit. Bitch, we create shit. And everything we create, here you come. Just kill, steal, and destroy. You just motherfucker. You ain't nothing but thieves. And all the real inventors that didn't invent some shit, you niggas using it like a motherfucker, making money, it's better. We make it better. That's all we do when we invent. We try to make shit better for the people that's living. You niggas get mad. What you invented? What you got? I know some of y'all invented some stuff. We are who we are. So don't lean on me, nigga. If you see me committing crimes, you see me hurting people, or you see me stealing some shit from some niggas, or whatever, say you could trip. Or you could try to say I stole some shit, but that's cool if you say I stole it. Well, I'm going to show you how to really steal, right? If you say I stole that shit, well, let me steal all the shit. You hear me? And then when I get through getting what I want from that, then what we gonna do is, then we gonna continue on with what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is get off my motherfucking trail. Get off my nuts, nigga. Because I ain't got them on my shoulders. And I ain't never promoting y'all as, I ain't dick riding you niggas. You ain't my pimp. I don't love you. Nothing. I ain't gotta love you. These niggas act like they love you just to hold nuts. But they ain't real. They just ain't saying that. Some of these niggas will come out once they feel threatened, once they feel down enough, they'll get to speaking out. But other than that, niggas got them on their shoulders. I don't think about you. I don't. And I don't give a damn about you. Just get out my way. I treat you niggas like I do these niggas and bitches on the street. Once I find you a threat to me or you hating on mine and shit, you get out my way, man. Because I've been rocking shows. When shit crack off, when something pop and it's big, and I get on the internet and rock, I'm in there. And then I continue to do what I do on the internet. I don't hold nuts. I ain't no bootlicker. I ain't got to do that. Why I got to hold your nuts to represent what I'm talking about? Why you got to be in the mix? Oh, he hold my nuts up. I'm hold your nuts up. Everybody else doing it. You ain't got enough? We ain't got enough. I know, we need you to. So I can influence, so I'm supposed to be an influencer to influence my niggas to hold your nuts on their shoulders. as if I'm holding yours on mine. And then once I do that, then they can show like, either that or, because I ain't encouraging them to go do nothing wrong. And by them thinking for themselves and thinking for real and seeing you niggas, it ain't you. You ain't down there doing the shit that they doing, but it's your blood. But you don't want me to talk about nothing, right? So that's why I don't trip. But I ain't bothering you. I don't know why y'all bothering me on my motherfucking shit. We just gonna keep rolling and see what it do. Yeah. And then we gonna do what we gotta do on this motherfucker so y'all can get off my you get off my trail, man, cause that's crazy. But it ain't like you on my trail, you just put a thing on my shit to where it seemed like you always, there on the trail. But you already didn't put a separator for me and you know what I'm saying? The average minds. When you know these motherfuckers out there on the street, they can't think. That's why they out there doing the shit they doing, get hit in their head, cause they ain't thinking. They get around a motherfucker like me, a motherfucker think. A motherfucker mama, nigga, put a nigga mama up there and shit. She sit up there and listen to me. And then she could tell them niggas like, man, they cousin in them. But you ain't gonna do that because yeah. Point break. Control flow of currency. You're right. Mike Hurd, what's going on, man? I see you. Right. So it ain't nothing, y'all. I'm finna go in here. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm finna do. I ain't thought I was gonna sit up here with 20 people all night. Hell nah. So I'm finna go in here. I'm finna get my I'm finna get my damn crab out of here. I have some muscles, but I was smart. I put a few muscles in there, but then shit, I think them muscles kind of messed up. I'm finna go in here and check it out. But I got another bag of I only cooked like half of them, so I think I'm gonna take the other half and I'm warm them up, and then I'm gonna go over here on my food channel and stuff like that. And I'm gonna eat the crab, and it's 9 o'clock. A happy New Year's to you niggas on the east side, for real. And when it hit 12 around this motherfucker, happy New Year's to you niggas on the west side, for real. And then the countdown begins all month long. Because next month, we're gonna hit that button on their ass. We're gonna see the trap work, But I'm gonna be dropping pre-records too. Because it ain't all about getting on live, because you trying to block the live. I don't know why it is. You focus on my live, so I'm like, live. That motherfucker will block the, can you stop the pre-records? Because I'm noticing. But I went live the other night. It was 200 and something when I got off. But I looked at that live. I'm doing arithmetic on that live, and it's all the way up to 400 and something. So it's out there, but it's just ticking, tick tock, nigga. Tick tock, mousing around the motherfucking clock, man. Yo, this internet. See, some shit you can stop, but some shit you can't stop, man. Tony, man, what's going on, man? I see you. I see you drop some shit and delete it again. That's what you normally do. So yeah, you doing what you do, man. Happy New Year to you and all you niggas. But anyway, man, y'all catch me over there on Big Boy Plates. If y'all ain't subscribed to that channel, y'all go over there and subscribe to that channel. Just type of Big Boy Plates and you gonna see me. I'm up there. I got about 147 subs. And I started that from scratch. I come from nothing. I get it out the mud, from the cradle to the grave. I know they don't want me to do it, but it's up there. And like I say, when I get over there, I just be eating and shit. I don't really kick too much game. I tell a story or two, but it don't really be about that. It ain't nothing to, motherfucker sweat. Motherfucker sweat small shit. Sweat small shit, nigga. And I ate a steak today. Sure did for lunch. I wasn't even tripping. I put them over the air fryer. Excuse me. Fired it up and just ate it. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Shit, man. 2026, we ain't got time. We ain't got time to play no games, y'all. We gotta roll, But shit, we get off into the spiritualism too. My Soulful Tarot, it's almost monetized. 2,000, 3,000 subs. I'm at the end of 2,000 some watch hours. All I need is a couple thousand to get all the way live. You can attack me one way, but you can't stop me. So you gonna attack me all ways? How you gonna attack me all ways around? Well, that's crazy. You gonna ride my goddamn nuts? How you gonna ride my nut all the way around the board? You gonna look like a whole. You gonna look like a Chinese bitch. One of them. You gonna look like one of them motherfuckers at the Michael Jackson concert. I ain't bullshit. Boy, you gonna look like what? You gonna look like that Chinese girl at the Michael Jackson concert, crying, trying to get on stage, passing out, faint. You don't need motherfucker gonna have to do this to you when you when you see me come. Yeah, cause that's how y'all acting right now. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that's over here. Y'all acting like Michael Jackson girls. Y'all acting like them girls over there in Japan and shit with Michael. But when Michael Jackson came to town, I ain't lying. You get the boy, you get the pass. Michael, y'all ever notice when Michael shit? Type it up on the internet. Y'all find yeah. Type of Michael Jackson concert, girls faint. Shit. Then you wonder, damn, what make a bitch do it? What make these motherfuckers do what they do? And then you're gonna do some arithmetic, and you're gonna see it. Mm-hmm. No, they ain't gonna pass out and faint. But when they see me, they get the feeling. They feel it in their mother. They feel it in their head. No, for real. And boy, I ain't lying to y'all. It's different. You know, when MJ hit it, you know, you can't see the thing about MJ. When he hit it, you gonna get hot in the ass and all kind. You gonna get the feeling all kind of way. You gonna fall down. That's what the Japanese girl do when he get there, when he get to the city. But it's a thing about it. See, when I hit this motherfucker, right, instead of you know, doing like the Japanese girl, you don't do that. You get aggressive. You get angry. You get violent. You want to attack me. You want to do something to me, but you can't. And you weak. And if it came down to going TTG with this shit, you couldn't fuck with me. So the only thing you could do is say, damn it, motherfucker. It angers you. So you don't pass out, you get mad. It bothers you. Just like these punk bitches. These bitches hot. Mad. What you mad for, bitch? Don't know. And angry, y'all. They mad at me? Mm-mm. Don't hate the player, hate the game. See, it's what I possess is what does this to him. Just like Mike Jack. When Mike Jack possessed shit, the moonwalk, the motherfucking Jerry curl, the bleach skin, and the voice, and the songs, and yeah, the energy, spirit. You ain't mad at you fucking with spirits. But something about my spirit, it does that to you, huh? I know. I ain't in love with no niggas. But I work with niggas. You know, y'all fuck with niggas, man, all around the world. No matter where you, I fuck with niggas around me. You can look at me, nigga, I fuck with you. But the minute you get to hate me and shit for this shit, and the minute you try to be like me and want what I got, and the minute you niggas hate the shit that I really want to be, you know what I'm saying? Then you niggas become them Japanese bitches, man. And I can't have you like that. I got security that'll hit you niggas, that'll rush you hoes off the stage like a football player. Break your goddamn, break your hips. Boy, hit you dead across your motherfucking ass. I ain't lying to you niggas. Hit you across your goddamn hips, nigga. break your goddamn, what you call that? Pelvic, boy. Snap your pelvic in half, nigga. Trying to get on me. A boss. A sucker trying to run up on the stage and hug on a boss, nigga. It ain't gonna work. You know? It gonna work, cause I don't know you niggas, man. But I got a lot of love though on the internet though. I do. I know y'all think I got a lot of hate. Hey Tony, why you keep laughing and deleting? Why you keep doing this dumb shit on this internet? Boy, your motherfucking ass is crazy. Boy, you been doing this shit since you came on my motherfucking channel, but that's what people do. I don't know what people's stuff is. But nigga, I ain't the one. Suburban Fillmore, Africa, what's going on, man? You over there on the east side, ain't you? Happy New Year, man. You ain't got no champagne and nothing around that motherfucker. I know you got some weed. Hell yeah, boy, you keep that weed around that motherfucker. Smoke one for me, man. Cause I ain't even got no weed. I ain't even thinking about no weed, man. Really? You know, I got a little bit of drink. You know, I had a little bit of drink I had from 3 nights ago. I ordered some shit, but I ain't even too enthused about no drink, man. I was thinking, shit, do I order another round? Yeah, I order a pint and then motherfucker, but shit, that ain't shit, man. I know I'm gonna eat this little food and shit and put it on my channel. I don't even want to go over there and put it on my channel, really. Hell nah. But I gotta, you know, I'm trying to grow my, trying to grow my shit, man. That's all. Shit. I was supposed to be gone, but shit, like I say, motherfuckers robbed me. They attempted to rob me. Hell yeah, boy, motherfuckers be attempting to do a lot of shit to me, but they they can't do it. Boy, motherfucker try to break me, nigga. They can't break me, man. Hell nah. How I feel out there, y'all, when you try to do me all kind of ways, but you don't succeed. You could have been blocked me, but you don't want to block me. You a fan. You just like the bitch in Japan when Michael Jackson hit the city, man. I ain't lying. You don't want to take me out, but you want to stop me. And you damn sure want to stop the paper because you don't want me to have that paper. I'm a real influencer. I ain't no homeless nigga making videos. Hold nuts. That's the worstest thing in the world, a po motherfucker bootlicking. You ain't even got a car, a house, a nut. Nigga do got a car, it ain't about shit. Chicken shit, nigga. Piece of shit riding, nigga. All you niggas riding piece of shit cars, and you ain't living on your ass, nigga. Whole nuts. But I speak out. I'm outspoken. And I guess that bothers people. You know, the big shot niggas. But I ain't tripping. But it's something about me that bothers. I'm not your fucking friend. Let's just get that clear. Me and you ain't that. But I'm on here. And I ain't talked about you. I don't make videos talking about, oh, you gonna be, I ain't thinking about your ass. That's the problem. You can't fit in my thing. You can't use me. But you say we can make some money. Well, nigga, let me make some goddamn money. What you keep coming around? Oh, you don't want me to have it. Oh, so you got an agenda against my niggas. So you trying to send my niggas down there to go do wrong so they can't see how to do it right. Because I can't, represent what's right because you got it, because you going to attack it. So I can't show nobody, the way, because they go, well, shit, you ain't doing shit. Yeah, motherfucker, look at me. Nothing but a couple motherfuckers in there. Then they'll see 20 niggas all night long and say, well, wait a minute, he got 30,000 damn near on this bitch. Why he up there with 20? I told you I'm under attack. If you notice everybody typing, these my niggas. Ain't no outside niggas in here. If it is some outside niggas, they ain't saying nothing. They just probably looking at me like I'm a goddamn clown. But they looking at me like I'm a goddamn fool. No, for real. Because they like, well, what's... So we need to see how long this gonna go on for. And on my other channels, I can go to my other channels and see what that's about. I can go to Soul Tarot, turn up. And it might not even be nothing on there. But I ain't built, I ain't been going live on there. I went over there. Shit, last time I was over there, I loped up on that motherfucker. But we ain't doing none of that shit. Cause I be tripping, cause I be thinking, cause motherfuckers be lying and shit. And I be tripping off liars. And I turn up on people. Cause I take that as an attack. Spiritual. But anyway, it's a new year. And all you niggas from last year, from 2025, try that shit this year. I can't have you in my nothing. My energy or nothing. You ain't nothing to me. You dead. I had your funeral, nigga. You don't even know it, huh? My spirit let you go. I had a spiritual funeral for you niggas and bitches that did that shit you did, bitch, you a dead bitch. And you niggas dead and stinking. And when you see me doing my shit, hell yeah, you see me rolling, then you gonna know. I ain't lying, it's just a regular night, real life TV, I'm just doing it. Hell yeah, Happy New Year, bro. It's all good, bro. Real. I ain't lying to you niggas. I ain't taking no wood nickels though, nigga. Mm-mm. I ain't taking no wood nickels. Now I need to get my hey, I need to get my damn crab going, y'all. But shit, I'm trying to figure out, is that crab? I know that crab good. Ain't nothing wrong with that crab. Shouldn't be wrong with that crab. If it is something wrong with that crab, fuck it. I'm gonna give me 2 more crabs tomorrow. Yeah. Get them in there. If that one, I got some fish and shit too. I got some shanks and all. I got a lot of shit in there. Shit, I can eat. I can push button. I can order around. hmm I was gonna order some shit, but my shit that's wrong. But they had to put a lock on it. Oh yeah, this nigga motherfucker want to see you sweat out here on these streets. Why ain't lying? Mm-mm. I took some motherfucking shorts and stole some shit. Well, I still shit out of shit. Boy, I still the stink out of shit. Boy, I ain't lying to you, nigga. And get it up there. And now we down at 30,000 deep. Now motherfuckers like, damn, that nigga up there. Well, shit, we gotta put a barricade around this nigga. But we can't let that nigga out there. Lord forbid God don't come touch one of you niggas. And you know how God work. He work over y'all because you can't prepare for the Lord. You can prepare for the devil and do that devilish shit you doing. But when the Lord do it, I got your ass. Because they hearts. You hear me? I got their hearts. I know how to, well, I know how to work this internet. But you know I ain't gonna do no regular thumbnail. I'm gonna put the thumbnail up there that got something to do with the shit that's serious. That shit that where I'm gonna hit their ass dead in their heart, nigga. And I ain't gonna hurt them. Because they gonna already be hurt by the situation. I'm just gonna ride. You know I'm a rider. You got me now, nigga, but I'm gonna get your ass. I'm gonna get the shit out you. I ain't lying. And I got some people that could make some shit shake. I ain't lying. The minute one thing happened to somebody, something big, powerful, something strong hit, and it hit, nigga, hard. I ain't lying. Hit like a pit bull. Boy, it hit your ass. Hey, and I'm gonna get on this mother and I'm gonna roll. And it's gonna open the door. And I hate for something like that to happen. Why you can't leave my stuff alone on a regular day? You gonna be the cause. You gonna be the reason why this shit gonna be like that. God don't like ugly. And he ain't too crazy about pretty. So that shit you doing is wrong. He gonna know you too. And I got more friends than 22 friends. 20 friends and all that shit. It's just 20. 20 of who? I didn't even see 20 of my 20 in the chat. Out of that 20, it's 5 or 10 my niggas. So you put some bots in here on my shit. Evidently. Allegedly. Hell yeah, you put a couple bots on me. Allegedly, I don't know. Maybe y'all testing pimping. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't even know you. Ain't seen you. Don't know nothing about you. Don't know your mama or nobody. Your history. I know your granddaddy now. Hell yeah, I know all about your granddaddy. That's why you know what? I think that's why you mad. Hell yeah, you mad. You mad because I know your granddaddy and them, don't you? I know. You know my granddaddy and them too, don't you? I know you know. Old slaves. Yep. If they ain't old slaves, then they're old indigenous people to the land. Or something. Somebody you done fucked over. And I'm their children. I'm their child. So it's bothering you. Yes. It's yes. It's doing it. It's doing it to you. Boy, you got a chip on your shoulder. You got a chip. It's up there. It's on your shoulders. So you know I ain't got nuts on my shoulders. So you sitting up there, boy, you mad at them, boy, you mad at the 4 niggas. I ain't never seen a motherfucker like that. Cause out of all my videos, which one that does that? Is it the game? Is it the spirit? Because I know them rap guys can make a rap video with an iron and say they gonna kill me and my niggas. And you love every moment of it. But when I come and tell my niggas, hey nigga, I smash on niggas. And you spend billions to certify them niggas. That bothers your account. That bothers your bank account. That bothers your method and your dream, your goal. For the skin of my niggas. The color of our skin. The driving force of their activity against their own children. Right? Now come on. Let's be truthful now. Now them niggas that's out there, they the ones that's, you know, they out there, you know, they got a little bit of change in their pocket. And you know, you put it in there. You know, y'all all working together. You know, y'all all do it. So me being by myself, I ain't alone. I got some people with me. I got some people that understand me. And some people that know that, nigga, we ain't with that. I ain't with that. I ain't against, nah. I ain't with none of that shit. You don't make no rap song on me and my niggas. It bothers me. That you can spend $1 billion on it. Your billion versus my voice. That's a fight. I told you, fast horse don't shit long. That money don't mean shit. I know a bunch of dead young niggas. I hate to see them die. But it's a part of your plan. And that little money you made off that insurance policy, you and them niggas on them niggas, and that little bit of money, and they just dead and stinking. Now you open the doors for new niggas to come and, you know, them niggas ain't gonna make it to see, you ain't gonna make it to my age. Hell nah. Living like that, doing that shit. And public, you on videos and all that shit. They put you out there in the streets and Nick come get you. Cause the devil and them niggas is demons. Demons is lurking. They demonic versus demonic. My niggas versus my niggas. But I ain't against my niggas, man. Even though it's some niggas out there that try to go against me wrong, I cut ties with them and tell them, fuck them, feed them dog biscuit. I ain't gotta never see them. I don't give a fuck about you being against me, nigga. Especially when your niggas done already got burnt up. They out of there. There's nothing I could do for your niggas. Your niggas dead. So you hate this shit. You can't teach your niggas. I can teach mine. See how I go? See, you can't teach your children. I can teach my children. And the children you got, they acting tough, Tony. They ain't that tough. Not when they sit up there and fuck with a sucker and let a sucker, you hear me, step wrong. Niggas step wrong anywhere around any man. I got the blueprint and the paperwork, and we burning niggas. I'm serious about, man, not just my OG niggas, my young niggas. Yeah, me and my niggas. Everything around me, I got love for. Nigga can't, nah. I ain't lying. This shit real. So y'all keep on going, y'all. Because I'm damn sure going to keep on going out there on the streets. But anyway, we're going to start a new live. Y'all go over there and meet me on, what's the name of that damn thing? Big Boy Plates. Yeah. Meet me over there. I got a big plate coming up out of here. I'm gonna go and put them other muscles. I'm gonna cook them other muscles. I just singed. I damn near burnt the damn. And it's a good thing because that crab, I don't think that crab messed up like that. I hope I ain't messed that damn crab up. Boy, I'm be madder than 3 niggas if I go in there and that crab. I can't even eat that damn shit. I paid some good money for that crab. So deal. Happy New Year's, T-Rex. I see you. Bro said that chip stuck up there. It's up there, right? It's on there. Yeah, they got it up there on their shoulders. Mother got a chip on their shoulder. Why they got a chip on their shoulder? Real well, because I won't put nuts on my shoulders. To highlight them and say, well, they just the ones. No, you're not. And you ain't worried about no nigga with no hammer. Cause you know the hammer ain't even meant for my niggas. It ain't even meant for you niggas. Cause I ain't thinking about you. I don't want to see you. I don't want you in my motherfucking face. Fuck you and what you got and you out there. Your presence don't mean nothing to me. It's a spirit. Nigga, spiritual warfare, nigga. This ain't about no hammer, nigga. We going spirit for spirit. You hear me? You glorify iron when you know it's gotta burn niggas. I just don't want no nigga to cross himself thinking he gonna hurt me. That's why I tell you niggas, I ain't going around you niggas. I ain't never going nowhere. I know a motherfucker think I'm vicious. I could be vicious, but I ain't never gonna be vicious to you. I ain't going nowhere around you. I don't want to see you niggas. If I see you, I even want to see you at the motherfucking graveyard. At the funeral home, because I don't even want to look at you dead ass niggas. I'm tired of looking at you. I don't want to see you, no sad motherfuckers. And I don't want to make you sad. I don't want to make you mad, nigga, but I already know you a mad nigga because I don't fit your agenda. You worse than these motherfuckers. You highlight the punk shit, but you ain't no rider. You a sucker. Because I seen the sucker in you niggas because of shit that go on around you. So fuck all y'all. I ain't with you. And I ain't against you either. No, for real, I ain't lying to you. You can get mad if you want to. It's on you, man. Another video that's vicious, that's real, that when I go back to get my shit together, I know how to work this internet. I've been working this motherfucker for a long time. I've been doing it. I know how to shift gears and pop that clutch. I know how to get on this motherfucker and talk sports. Boy, I get on this motherfucker and talk about the Falcons. Boy, the Braves, the Utah Jazz, the Cincinnati Bengals, the goddamn Vultures, the Eagles, and all the Eagle Claws, all you niggas, man. The Boston Celtics. Yeah. Y'all get on here and talk 3D with you niggas. I'll put you niggas in a box you niggas in, and play dumb. I see niggas eating, talking, playing punk, 187, hood shit tattooed on him, OG nigga killers, nigga. He get on there playing punk. I know how to play punk to get it cracking on this motherfucking internet. But I'm a soldier. Nigga, I ain't finna hit you no soldierism. And I ain't gonna never steer you wrong. So don't worry about me putting you out there wrong. And you and your children. That mislead you niggas. Nigga, I'd be 48 years old, nigga. Old nigga. For real. Double OG, nigga. On you niggas, Mike. So why would I steer you down the wrong? You hear me? Or your children? You gotta think. Tell you what God love. I ain't lying to you, nigga. I got your back, nigga. You hear me? But I gotta watch out for myself. So if y'all see me playing 3D, you see me playing 3D, you think I'm playing punk or something, a sucker, or playing dumb, like, oh, this dumb game. Like he's sharper and he got a deeper game. Just know I'm coming, I'm going for the goal. Hell yeah. But then when I step my game up, I'm gonna ride. If you niggas get wrong, boy, I ain't lying. 2026, that's something to offer. Did I mention y'all ain't went up in Venezuela yet? You taking oil tankers and shit, but you been ran up in the, yeah. Why you ain't ran up in there? Because you know if one white boy get hit, nigga, it's a wrap. You burn one white boy, it's a wrap. If you crack off a war that God ain't gonna back you up into, it's over. I would never go to war when it ain't nothing but me and a bunch of vicious motherfucking animals. And God ain't with us. And you know you ain't God like either. Everybody else protected by the Lord. Well, you know, allegedly. Not all the way. Yeah, because I think that nigga, if that nigga down there got that dope, God don't like ugly, but his family, those women and children, they got the Lord. And they got the spirits. So you ain't gonna just fuck over God's children. And the spirits, the children, La Madrina, and her kids. Oh yeah, what's her name? La Stress Potencia and Negro Felipe and the slaves, nigga, with the Mexicans. What you motherfucker with the Indians? You ain't got nothing but a chicken shit thief and a snake with a gun, nigga, fucking with some power. That's why you gotta think, nigga, you know the Lord ain't with you. Don't get wrong. Don't get wrong out there on them streets. Cause them people lying for your ass. And I know you thinking the niggas doing it. There's some spirits out there. There's some gods and goddesses. There's some spirits waiting on your ass. And you know it. You ain't stupid. Cause you gotta do the arithmetic. All that bold, tough Tony shit with that iron and that thievery spirit and that crook. And you know God hate a thief and a killer. Ooh, number one rule in the what's the number one thing? And thou shalt not what? Thou shalt not kill, nigga. And you just stepped your ass up in there, man. You going against the Lord. You know you doing it. With this, we just gonna do it. So you didn't lift weights and all of those bullshit. Well, you didn't pump some iron. You just did some jumping jacks and all of those bullshit. You didn't train. Pop, 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 pop. You TTG with that iron and all of those shit to protect your people. But you gotta notice, ain't nobody came to do nothing to you. Ain't nobody stepped foot to mess with you. But your ass bold, where you was, that's a motherfucker. You know you ain't nothing but a crook and a damn thief. And you done hired some thieves and crooks. I'm gonna give you some money so you gonna do what I said, dude. So you ain't nothing, man. You ain't nothing. Right, the Falcons with the Rams upset Monday night. Right. Did I mention the Falcons versus the Rams? Yeah, because I'm gonna come with some of that. I'm gonna find what sports is playing. I don't even know what season it is. I don't know if it's football season, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever season they're doing it. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna throw you niggas off and draw in sports shit, and then act like I know what's going on. Act like I got a team with me. I might buy a hat. That bullshit. I might buy a hat and all of those bullshit, and sit up here and act like I'm a sports fanatic. My niggas know I don't give a fuck about damn nigga in nothing sport, nothing. I'm with the money sports. Here, basketball game, bitch. I'm with the money game. Real nigga, and I ain't gotta hurt nobody to get it. See that rap shit? It's trap shit. Trap shit is to hinder you. Why ain't nobody else killing and dying on this internet getting this money, man? See, you gotta think about this type of shit. Why that ain't happening out there on the streets? So you gotta think. So it's not, right? Right. So why you putting it out there? Unless you trying to exterminate my people. This shit ain't about no shorts. This shit ain't about no content, bro. This is an agenda against my niggas. My niggas so high on that goddamn dope and that fentanyl and that shit they got out there. I don't know what it is. It's out there. It's something. It got them out there. Hell yeah, it got them going, y'all. But anyway, I ain't gonna blame it on no dope. I'm gonna blame it on the spirit. It ain't the spirits that we got. It's an opposition spirit. Cause you gotta remember, we some good niggas. We got spirits, good spirits. But if it's an opposite spirit out there, they gotta be working with some dark shit and some hurting spirits, and then they under control, and they got some money. They got the ties, they got the money, they got the sick. Yeah, shit, y'all better pay attention. I ain't lying. Y'all think I'm. Mm-mm. I've been here. A lot of these motherfuckers just got here. That's why they don't want. They don't want me on this motherfucker. They'll hit this motherfucker. They'll try to do this until I, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Hopefully they hoping shit. Hopefully that nigga die. But I shit. As sure as I was born, I'm living, man. But I'm a wiggle. But I set the minds to my niggas that know how to keep it going. Fuck the streets, man. Now, Mako, that's a new system they got going with niggas with money. 21 Savage, 31 Savage. For real, straight facts. No, for real. F the streets, right? That's a new thing. They got gunning them snitching, 6ix9ine snitch. Everybody snitch, black snitches, white snitches. Mexican snitch. Japanese snitch. Vietnamese snitch. All kind of snitch. Black snitch, white snitch, all snitch. So now it's fuck the streets. There's no street code, there's no street rule, there's no street nothing, politic. It's niggas with money like fuck the streets. Doesn't matter. That's just one thing, but they trying to hold it up. That's why I'm under, you hear me? I ain't even talking about fuck the streets yet. Cause guess what? I've been said fuck the streets. I'm from the streets. If the streets don't do nothing but lead you to come do something to me, I'm gonna pop something, nigga. But I know you coming. Ain't no Woods came. Ain't no SA. Your black ass out there. Nigga, we rolling out this bitch. Why you can't come? Why you can't roll over there? Nah, fuck me rolling. All you gotta do is get you some dope. Nah, fuck me get some dope. I'm gonna come over here and murder something and take your dope and shut your shit down. I'm gonna hurt you, nigga. I'm gonna burn your ass. So your mind is, so fuck the streets. Fuck the dope. It's okay, no more street, no more killing niggas for nothing. So what do we do now? We can't just say fuck the streets without something to fulfill that void, right? That space, that time, that power, that nigga. Same nigga in the street. Okay, fuck the street. So what we doing? Well, we got to come together, right? Lord forbid we work with each other. We got love. Can't nobody touch it. I got your back, nigga. I got your back. I got a rap nigga back. I got a street nigga back. The streets got a rap nigga. We all got each other back. We ain't killing nothing out here no more. I didn't build that shit. I heard it on the internet. F the streets and all that shit. I seen it. Sound like Vietnam outside. Right. Nigga probably popping something. They ain't popping nothing over here. We got spot shotters. I'm in the suburb. I ain't in the ghetto, but I know the last 2 New Year's, I was on live with Big Foe and who else was out there with? Big Foe, Mr. Louisiana, and yeah, Big Foe and Mr. Louisiana. But this year, I ain't on there with Big Foe. You know, Big Foe, my nigga. Yeah, I've been thinking about him. Cause I've been trying to get him. I've been thinking about the shit he got over there. He got some good shit over there at work too. Hell yeah, I wish I could work with him. Yeah, I'll spend some money with him. I shit, give him a couple dollars, you know, help me out with my shit. I got it going. But it ain't about no shit. I don't need him to give me shit. I was just always with them niggas, you know. Me and Big Foe and you know, and what's that nigga name? Mr. Louisiana. Hell yeah, we was always on the street. Well, Big Four had a stream yard going, and then uh Mr. Louisiana, you know, he come through. You know, that was the last 2 years, 24 and 25. I was, kicking game with them niggas, man. And, but bitch ass nigga in the van, he tried to cross me and my niggas, man. And, some bullshit. But 4-5. I told his brother, I've been told his brother, man, that's all good. But shit, them niggas, they might be over there tonight. Shit, I might pull up on them and shit. Holler at them niggas, man, if they over there. If they let me, that motherfucker might say, man, fuck what you jacking me, man. Nigga might do me all kind of way. But it don't matter, man. I wasn't born in this world with no nigga of mine. Hell yeah. Happy New Year. May God bless you. What's up, Brummy? I see you. Looking dead at you. I just left off a Mac 11. No, they can't stop you, bro. Boy, you out there in Oakland, man. And I don't know if you're still in Oakland or not, but I believe you're still out there in Oakland, man. But if you is, man, that's crazy, man. You let the Mac off. I ain't letting off shit around this bitch. It's only 9:41. Why you let the Mac off at 9, man? Boy, they gonna put the shot spotter around. Boy, they gonna put the shot spotter around your ass, man. A nigga in Richmond and Oakland and shit like that, man. They gonna put them spotters out there, man. I let off shit. Boy, we should kick off drums and 30, 40, 50 rounds and shit like that when we was out there in the dirty. Yeah, Detroit, I let a shit off, get nasty nigga out there. But I'm in Cali now, man. It's tight around here. And I live around polices and shit. It's deep. I live around some real powerful motherfuckers. I ain't lying. Lawyers and doctors. Motherfucker, real wood. Yeah, I ain't around no niggas, man. I ain't even in the slums, man. And if I was, I don't just put shit out there in the sky. I like some sparkles, man. Hell yeah, I do shit. Well, I do the white girl. Hell yeah, light off some sparkles, like let it sparkle. And drink some champagne. I drink some champagne, let off a sparkle with the white girl, man. And I hold on to that little bit of, hold on to them rounds and that little bit of money, man. Because I've been in the field where shit, nigga, we gonna blow everything we do. We gonna blow off some shit. Do, boop, 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 boop. But I got love for the new year. Another day, another dollar. I know some niggas dead, man. I ain't lived to see it. You hear me? But shit, man. But I love this shit though. I ain't gotta let off no rounds to feel good about this new year. I feel good about cutting niggas and bitches, and I feel good about the spirit with the sky coming through and cutting ties with motherfuckers try to hurt me and play on my motherfucking intelligence and shit like that. Me, sharpening my game up. That encourages me. That's a lot of power for me. You know what I'm saying? That's colder than any bullet firing in the sky. But I fire some shit off. I don't believe in firing. If I go to the shooting range and see how many I can put down and see what my aim like, if I'm TTG or not, that helps me. Yeah, I'm good with this motherfucker. But I'm good with this iron. Hell yeah, you shoot some shit up in the sky. Cause that shit go up, them rounds go up, them bitches come back down and go into shit. You might be sitting there, motherfucking round go off and come down right across your ass. Mm-hmm. Shit, you might clap a nigga, not even know. You might clap something, not even know you didn't clap nothing. When you out there. I don't know what this shit is on my damn thing, man. I don't like that shit at all. But anyway, yeah, Mac 11 is crazy. Ain't that the 9 mil in the thing? Was it the 4.5s? Man, that's a full auto. Yeah, Mac 11 ain't no hoe. And I was at the gun show. That bitch was 10,000. I seen a Mac 90, a Mac 10, a Mac 12, and a Mac 11. All of them was worth 10 and up. 15,000. 40 round, you hear me? Stick in that motherfucker. 30 round stick. 33 round sticks. And yeah, real white boys. I was on the military side of the gun show. Real firepower. They sell fullies in that motherfucker, man. I went live. It was on Cuz Cuddy. So I went on there about 2 minutes. That motherfucker got mad at me. Oh, we blocked it. I got banned for 3 days into gun show. Whole nines and shit, Glock 40s and shit with a hundred with honey buns on them and shit like that. 50 over here and 50 over there. 100 round, you hear me? On the Glock, real, yeah. Well, I ain't lying. I ain't no gang banging California. No, nigga, I can move out. I can go. I can go out of town with the woods. And I can live good. But when I tote that type of iron, we don't worry about that type of shit. You ain't invading no houses, home invasions. The shit get your ass hit. Come through there fucking with the white boy. Well, white boy, do your ass off. Boy, do your ass nasty coming in. I ain't lying. But you know, Cali, these motherfucking sawed off gangsters, they done made it bad out in this motherfucker. Crippin' and bloody sea walking, motherfucker. Well, yeah, they motherfucking sea walking. Mm-hmm. They don't want you to have nothing. Oh, you 10 rounds. Nigga, 10 rounds, you nigga got 100. Nigga got 100, nigga got a honey bun in that motherfucker. Nigga got, at least got a stick and got a 30. I just seen a nigga with a Glock with a 60 on that motherfucker. Two sides on them, one mag, two mags in the one, but it feed two mags and it started to feed in the one mag into the, you hear me? That's a 60. I done seen chops, APs and Drakes and shit that feed. Yeah, 100 rounds, 75 rounds. Yeah. You know, working with some power. That's what you call when you're working with some power. Katy Perry with the sparkles. Yeah, I want to be like Katy Perry and what's all the motherfuckers' names? Right, like you know, like an incense. Hell yeah, boy. Police ain't cutting. Nigga ain't heard the sound. Motherfucker, go out in the backyard, light a little bit of sparkle, and still sip on some sparkling wine on you niggas. Shit, I ain't bothering nobody. Cause if I get knocking, they gonna say, somebody's shooting in my house. Shut your fucking ass. You know what nobody knocking at your, but you know, we soldiers. But I ain't even supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be somewhere getting me some money, so I wouldn't dare go out there and do no shit like that, you know? Remember when you rolled through the projects on Live in the Bay? You said baby AK. Oh man. Yeah, I did roll through some shit though. I was out there. Sunnydale. What's the name of the motherfucking projects? Frisco. Hell yeah, I was all up and through that motherfucker, man. I stayed through the projects, man. But I was making money. I just wasn't, you know, but yeah. Shit. It's some cold game when you out there on the streets. I just picked up an SKS last week. Yeah, man. I forgot what projects those was. No, man, I was probably out there in Double Rock, where half of them was boarded up. Yeah, I was in the Frisco shit, man. I was up there. Yeah, I was up in the Frisco shit, cause I don't remember sliding through no Oakland shit. Ain't no projects I don't fuck with now. I wasn't through Richmond, and I wasn't on the east side. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, when I slide through the Jets and shit like that, it's the Frisco, yeah, Hunters Point, Double Rock, or somewhere up in through there. They was boarded up. Yeah, I was down Double Rock. Yeah. And I wasn't even on no motherfucking, I wasn't on no shit like that. I was shit trying to get some money. You hear me? Yeah, I was trying to get some paper. Serving, you know, delivering, you know, serving little food and shit like that, man. But that was a tough motherfucking man. But I ended up sliding through some shit one night. I ended up knocking some shit up there. And I ended up sliding through there, man. You know, I met a couple, you know what I'm saying? I met some brides and shit. And, you know, she was, you know what I'm saying, through there and shit like that. And I was like, man, she was wanting me to be, you know what I'm saying, famous and be like familiar and all that shit. If niggas was trying to knock something and you told them no and shit like that, then here I come. And you know what I'm saying, I ain't riding no, you know, supercars and all those shit, candy and gold ones. And I ain't looking like no money. But just for the simple fact I'm in your section and a nigga couldn't fuck with it, and I'm in the territory, it can get, you know what I'm saying, it can get nasty. But I ain't had no iron on me or nothing. I'm riding through that motherfucker broad daylight like shit. I come to that motherfucker late night too, cause all them orders I was getting, them orders, it's shit. Motherfucker ordered Jack in the Box at 1, 2 in the morning. Jack in the Box open all night long, McDonald's and all that shit. So I picked that shit up right through there, and I'm back through the projects, serving. Run downstairs, run upstairs. Shit, I came to that motherfucker. I came to the projects in the Scat Pack. Hell yeah, I came to that motherfucker in the Scat. Yeah, boy, I'm talking about, nigga, I'm running up and down, I'm serving. Yeah, bitch, here you go. I'm in and out. Niggas could have, you know what I'm saying? Niggas could have did me nasty up and through there, man. But, yeah, that's just another way of life. Shit, we live in them type of, we didn't live in that type of shit, man. You know we didn't live through there, you know. It was still looking wicked though. Yeah, trenches. Nah, for real. Half boarded up, shut down. Other half still live. Half cars, half dead. Half live, half live, half dead. Other shit dead, other shit alive, man. You know, you could tell a lot of motherfuckers didn't died, and you could tell a lot of, you could tell, you could tell a lot of shit was real, man. You know. Hell yeah, the trenches like the motherfucker, man. So yeah, y'all, we gonna shut this motherfucker down. I'm tired of these people. They let me get up to 27, 30 niggas, but it's all good, man. We still in the hood. I'm gonna go and get this food together because I'm gonna get cracking. So y'all going over there, y'all gonna meet me over there on Big Boy Plates because I'm gonna start it up in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go in here and get it cracking. I'm gonna get it cracking in the back like a motherfucking chiropractor, and then y'all can join me over there, and then I might, whatever shit. I rock shows all around the board. I get live, all my shit live though. I can get live on all my shit. Now, if I'm gonna go live over there, actually, I might go live because I can, I sit there and work with my shit. I ain't gotta sit there and talk to the goddamn, it'd be crazy when I be over there doing the pre-records and shit. Cause that means I gotta cut the camera on and then just talk to the camera. But I don't give a damn. Because I treat the camera like I'm live without no typing, correspondence. So, but I can hit the live button, get live too. So I could do that. I might go in here and fry me some damn fish because I got some fish too. I might eat some fish and some damn shit. I'm doing this motherfucker, figure this shit out. But it's 9:52. Yeah, we be on that motherfucker in a minute, man. Y'all give me 30 minutes, 30, 45. Yeah, give me, yeah. Y'all gonna see me live, though. Y'all gonna see me live over there, so y'all stay tuned to the real shit, man. No breaks, a.k.a. Real Life TV, man. I'm gone one.